Come on, man.
Now, how do I do that? Do I just load it up on
Are you
this?
serious?
Yes.
Maybe it's a Windows 10 thing. I don't. Like, I just thought it would just mirror the depth of whatever.
Shut the hell up, man.
Wow, man, fuck that shit. Give me a social security number.
Oh, what a pop bottles.
You're just jealous. You're just jealous,
Okay,
you are.
brown bastard. How you doing?
You're always
what's up,
goddamn
Coyote?
jealous.
How
You
you
know,
doing?
dual monitor is
Pretty good,
really
mate.
handy when you
Pretty good,
do
mate.
a lot of remote
What's that,
work.
nigga?
If you do remote
Nigga,
work,
nigga,
you
nigga,
need to have a second step.
Right.
Make stuff really convenient. Yeah.
Hooray.
And also, Dylan, now the other thing you can do is now you can watch 2 different porns at once, bro. So you can watch like gay, you can watch gay porn on one
Yeah.
you can
2
do
porns full screen.
3D porn as well, so you can have 2 different, like, slightly different
screen. Yeah,
images.
so you can basically go gay and straight at the same
And
time,
then what
bro.
you can do, right,
Yeah.
is you can get
Black and white.
You know that toilet
good
roll,
point.
like the cardboard toilet roll. You know the cardboard cylinder.
Yeah.
You get those and you put them on
Sounds
each
like
of
a
your eyes,
gas.
and then that means that you can like isolate each eye to each screen. Yeah.
Oh,
And then you've got basically like a 3D, not mono, 3D VR goggles kind of.
Girl 15 killed by bus while looking down at her phone, listening to Grizzly on
if you get
Discord.
like a high quality VR goggle, you can simulate any monitor you want. You can make a video wall in VR.
In Soviet Russia, we are you.
What you talking about? Hey, man.
In Soviet Russia.
There's a couple of Russians that turned up on the server. There's one guy called, I can't remember their names now, but I think they're gone now. I haven't seen them around.
Oh, Algo is pretty funny.
Chick.
There's one guy called Anti and another guy.
Oh,
I
no,
can't remember.
yeah, Anti is, sorry, I meant Anti.
He
Yeah,
beat me
He's
straight up.
Russian, I think.
but he's also a bit trolly sometimes.
You know, yeah, he's just an authoritarian. Basically, goes, yeah, stuck up his.
Dude, what did you...
Me, I triggered it. Triggered.
No, but he's still on this server.
Trigger.
I think so. Yeah. Well,
Oh,
I love this shit, dude.
I love it, dude.
What shit? Dual...
Yeah.
This shit.
It's nice to drag stuff from one side to the other. But you can work in 2 columns with one monitor too. You can just snap sides. When you drag a window to the side, you know,
Yeah.
Or when you drag it to the corner, it makes it. It's handy with.
In the Soviet Russia.
Yeah, it's pretty convenient.
Yeah, bro, because I use my monitor, my laptop, and 2 extra screens. So it looks like 3 screens because I lift it up.
Wait, what? I'm in the zone. Word. Oh, that's a playable hand. We're open the ace king suited on a button. We're open the eights in the cutoff. We're gonna see bet. I'll barrel cards that increase my equity. Win. Fold. We folding. This could potentially be playable. Yeah, I can open this. I wonder if I 4-bet him. That's not a good card to c-bet or flop. Open 8-7 suited, small blind, button versus blind. Not a good flop to barrel, to check back. Delayed c-bet. Here, do I bet this? It's pretty wet. I think I just hope we go showdown. Okay, I'm gonna barrel now. I'm gonna fire the river here. Hopefully ace high is good here. Is he gonna bet now? No, ace high is good, but not nice. Open 10 jack and cut off. Fold. Do I play this hand? I guess I can just jam on this dude if it folds to me. Fold. Let's play ace king suited. We're jamming. We were 3-bet. Calls us while we're behind. I'm gonna open this. Never mind. Open the king, queen suited under the gun. Probably defend here with the eights. We're getting 3-bet. Do I want to play like? I'll just play tight. It's zone. People can wait for hands. Open ace 10 off. We flop a gut shot. He checks back. Yeah. I don't know if I like betting an ace here. He's probably got a lot of aces in his range. Maybe we have a gut shot again. Now a top pair, but it's like wet as fuck. Top pair. Yeah, I guess I'll pay. What do we lose to? 7x. And then he jams. Alright, I can't call that. Jesus. Folding. These guys are talking about something.
Okay, Eddie. What is your porn consumption time nowadays, Eddie? Are you keeping it down to less than an hour a day?
Alright, we're talking about porn. Value bet. Oh, I could open this, I guess. Folding. Value bet top pair. And we're going to value bet top pair again. Folds to the double. Actually, I could have played that hand. King queen suited is playable. Ace 7 suited is playable. Let's see a flop, because this hand flops pretty well. Let's open. And we flop top per. We only lose to ace king and aces and I guess sets. Okay, we got action. Well, now we got outs in case we were behind. Put them all in. Those double barrels are successful. I want to open this hand. Maybe I could take ace 10 out of my under the gun range. And king jack. I think the best way to play third pair there is just to bet it. C-bet it. I hope to get to showdown. I guess I'd beat like, yeah, that sucks. I'd beat like a flush draw. Such a small bet, I guess I call. I think I should bet here. Protect my hand, get some value. He called me. Is he really checking back a king on the turn? Well, I can't bluff him off a king. Wow, it's fucking gay. That was stupid. You'd think you would have bet the turn with the king, but and also bet a bigger amount on the flop, but he's just like fucking retarded, so he played perfectly against me. I couldn't anticipate his irrationality. Damn. My hand flops pretty well, so I think I just call here. And I want to see a turn card with my gut shot. Do I ice? I guess I open. Should I guess betting here? Odd. Might get paid with. Might get started with a jack. I wanted to bet. I would have just gave up, but I hit an ace. Now he's donking at me. Guess I call. Hey JJ. I could open that, I think. Yeah. Fold. Oh god. Ozzy Mandingo. You guy's such a fucking idiot. This motherfucker tried banning me from here yesterday because I was like talking hella shit to him. And my buddies that are here got me back in. Don't ban him. Someone finally appreciates me. Jesus. It only took fucking 4.5 years on YouTube. I guess I bet. I guess it plays better as a bet. Like I said earlier. Here is a give up. And I probably lose this. Check back. Alright, has he got a queen? Now he bets. This is fucking. This is so weird. It's like a bluff. I guess I'm gonna pay. It's like he's bluffing, but I don't really have a good bluff catcher. Could have a queen here. Fuck. I was gonna call. Here, that's a large raise. And he checks back. I gotta protect my hand here and bet. Gotta overpair here, it's pretty good. Nice, I won this one. Let's see if these people are talking about something other than porn.
Yeah, there might be a different user with the same name.
Dialing, 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 and dialing.
There you go, mate.
You ever see that with David Chappelle? Dialing, 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 and dialing.
No, people used to call me
like-
in school. People used to call me Dildo, man. That was my nickname.
No,
Isn't there a
one
colour,
kid
dude?
that
A
used to
colour-
come in
a
named
colour.
Dylan E. I'll try to get him in here. He's probably in here already under a different name. But there was this kid named Dylan. He always used to come on. He was funny, man. He's like the Aussie homie.
Yeah. I've met loads of people called Dylan.
I thought everyone in Australia is like homie.
But every time I
Yeah,
meet
but
someone called Dylan, they've always met another guy called Dylan and think I'm the same Dylan dude. It pisses
Oh, dude,
Is that
oh, dude,
Dylan?
oh, dude, was your father a Bob
Well-
Dylan fan?
No, I'm named after an alcoholic poet, dude.
Okay.
Look, there's Dylan. See?
There was a poet called Dylan Thomas, and that's who I'm named after.
But you just saying that you can be named after any.
Wait,
Oh,
are you talking about Dilton? True Dilton.
no.
Oh,
I'm not like you guys, dude. You guys hide behind usernames. I don't hide who I am.
There's a YouTuber called Dylan Top.
Well, I'm not named after the user.
He's a
But
big.
Dylan, well, Dylan, after the experiences you've had the last couple of days, you really think people are going to give out their real names to this pack of hyenas? You really think this is
Yeah,
a good idea?
I know.
Yeah, that's why I
Probably
know.
not gonna-
You should be careful with your Facebook.
I'll let people add me on Facebook if they're cool and normal.
Yeah, of course.
You don't. You
Of course
can't
you can.
tell if they're nice and normal, bro. It's online.
I know Terran.
It's also the connections will give. It's not other people looking at the connection.
I've known Terran for over a year. Okay, I've known that guy a long time.
Well, your aunt
Yeah, and
will
what-
face
Yeah,
that.
Terran's alright,
So
man.
what?
Terran's not gonna fucking.
Torren is a pretty normal guy outside of his
Bro,
conspiracy.
he's a moral relativist, which means he's going to lie to you and deceive you in the end.
No, he's not, bro. He's
No,
Every
he is.
moral relativist will.
He's like,
Every moral
you haven't
relativist will.
spoke to him.
I
You
understand.
haven't spoke to him
Every
one on
moral
one.
relativist
Everyone
will.
did their conspiracy thing, and they all correlate fucking an issue that.
I get where you-
Every
They
moral
think
relativist is
it's
going to let
nothing
you
about
down.
it.
Mark my words.
Grizz, I know where you're coming from, but one on one, he's a
You,
fucking prick.
trust me, bro. You don't, because you are a moral relativist yourself. That's why you will never know where I'm coming from. You don't understand what I'm even talking about.
I do what you're saying. You don't like Jeremy though. It's a bias. Okay, you don't like him. dude.
Let me just explain to you something, bro. I don't like any moral relativist. As soon as I find out you're a moral relativist, that's it. My respect for you
Done.
has gone to zero.
Done.
So,
Well,
so it doesn't
that-
matter. So
that sounds a
even
lot
if I've
like
never met
a
a
you.
man. Bro, even imagine I'm on my way to see someone. Imagine I'm on my way to meet someone. I haven't met them yet, and then someone sends me a phone message saying you're about to meet a moral relativist. I probably wouldn't even go. I probably would turn
Chris.
around. Let alone go.
Listen, bro. Listen, man. I know people. I come from like all different nationalities, man. And these people have different backgrounds and different religions, man. They all have different morals. But you know what?
Yeah.
We all ended up being a family. Do you know what I mean? So
Okay.
it doesn't matter. You may think that.
But,
alright?
but the
You may
problem
think
is, bro, the problem with
Not
moral
true,
relativists is that The problem with moral relativists, because they think morality is subject for them to decide, they could change their mind at any moment. They could change their mind and then deceive you.
Grizzly,
Dude,
it sounds a
anyone
lot
can
like a
change
you
their
problem.
mind, bro. At any time, man.
It's a you problem. It's not a we problem. It's a you problem, buddy.
Don't believe me if you don't want to.
Is
That's
changing
fine,
your
bro.
mind subject just to your what you think about morality, or is it subject
Grizzly,
to the environment?
you're a very
What if
smart
someone
man.
hits you over the head and changes
You're a
you,
very
man?
smart man, but you're in your ways. You know, you're in your ways.
It's up to
You're
you.
very
guys.
smart.
Eventually, when you start to understand that morality is objective, when that penny drops, you'll understand that moral relativists are a danger to you. You'll get that, but not yet. You won't. But later, you will.
Dude,
Maybe
I
a
know
pound,
what you're
yeah.
saying. Anyone who changes their morality can change it in a whim of thing and do something else here and change. I know what you're saying, but you know what, bro? I live in the real world, and everyone does that in the real world, man. It doesn't matter who you are.
Well,
man.
moral
Be anything.
absolutists don't. Moral
Yeah,
absolutists
okay.
don't change their
Yeah,
mind.
okay. Well, I'm not dealing with friggin', like nuns and bishops in real life, okay? I'm dealing with just normal, average people, and that's the fact of the matter. That's the way they are.
Yeah.
I didn't make them like that, dude. It's just what I have to deal with.
I know.
It's what I'm
I
presented with.
understand. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
what-
that's what I'm saying, bro. It's got nothing to
Grizzly,
with
do you have
me.
universal and absolute
But, however, I do
moral
have to change
principles?
myself to
Yeah.
fit in, man. To weave my way
No,
through
dude,
that.
dude, it's your choice who you hang out with. I'm not telling you who you can and can't hang out with. You hang out where the fuck you want, bro. But in my experience, when you deal with moral relativists, in the end, they end up costing you, bro. In the end.
Yeah, but people have different moral values from their own culture, dude, and
I get
that's just
that.
what,
I do understand that, sir, and that's the problem.
it is a problem. I agree, but that's the way it is, man.
Yeah,
And
but
that's
it's not, it doesn't mean it's. See how you said, oh, well, once you say that, they're they're not bad. Just because you think they're bad, bro. They're not. Just because people think the way they do doesn't make them bad, man. It's their actions, bro, that make them bad. They can
Bro,
say,
yeah.
talk,
But a moral, but bro, someone who's a moral atheist or an atheist and a moral relativist, in the end, it's just a question of when they're gonna make a wrong choice, not if, because they can't tell
You
the
can't
difference
trust
between right
them.
and wrong.
They'll screw you over.
Eventually, and they won't even mean it, bro. And they won't even mean it. They won't even necessarily intentionally do that. They'll unintentionally do it.
Atheists don't have any
Other guys will
morals.
think the
Oh,
same.
that's everyone, please, man. Everyone's like that, bro.
Not moral atheists, not moral absolutists and theists.
A moral relativist is honest about it. You just hide it behind some bullshit.
No, moral relativity has been indoctrinated.
You will fuck him over.
No, sir. Moral relativity has been indoctrinated into.
Yeah.
They're trying to push that because they want
I'm
to.
using his label. I'm
If you
not
read
talking about
Zbigniew
the actual-
Brzezinski, who's a technocrat, he talks about how the elite want to get rid of traditional moral values, and so like they'll be unrestrained by traditional moral values to do whatever the fuck they want, and that's why there's been this attack on religion and morality, and Hollywood and homosexuality and all that
you're
shit.
religious.
I'm not even religious. Did you not hear what I said?
That's
Did you not hear what I said? I said I read a book by a technocrat, which you probably don't even know what a technocrat is because you're fucking illiterate. It's not a religious thing. The elite said they're attacking religion and morals because they want to be unrestrained by traditional moral values. So basically, they can do a bunch
they
of
have
evil
their own-
shit to
they have their
us.
own
When P-Mars, if you notice, and to prove that, if you notice, like some of the most, the biggest hit shows in America, so things like The Sopranos, The Wire, Breaking Bad, all
Yep.
of these, they glorify immorality,
Sex
and, make it cool.
and drugs
like,
and
yeah, like for example, like Wolf of Wall Street.
stealing.
I'll give you an example,
Sound
bro.
like my father, man.
Fuck yeah.
Bro, I'll give you an example, bro. I'll give you an example. If you take Wolf of Wall Street, for example, right?
Fact, he doesn't
I remember when
say.
that movie first came out, right? When Wolf of Wall Street first came out, I remember like on a Monday morning, everyone at work was talking about it, right? And I was expecting everyone to go like, oh man, what a thief, man, what a cunt, right? And in the end, they all wanted to be him because they wanted to drive a Ferrari and fuck a blonde model. So they all wanted to be him. They're like, oh man, I wish I had done that. And I'm like, bro, what? So you wish you would have stolen from people? You wish you would have taken money from pensioners and people who are really, really, people who don't really know what to do with their money. You're just gonna steal. You want to do that? Because yeah, but come on, but the government gives it back to them. Come on, it's stuff like that. You
Yeah.
see, so it's complete relativism. They just
Hey, yo, Grizzly, dude. Alright, I lent that movie to a neighbor of mine when I used to live in a farm in Ontario, Canada. And you know what my neighbor said? It's like, I don't believe this shit happens in real life. And I told him, like, dude, this shit. This guy grew up on a farm almost all his life, and he's like, I don't believe this shit happens. And I told him, you know, dude, it does. He's like, no.
Are you talking about?
Yeah.
Are you talking about cold call selling? Yeah, like property and markets and all that. Yeah, that the stuff shown in the film. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like people don't believe this shit happens. It's like it does happen.
Especially the old folks who live in traditional times. They couldn't imagine anyone doing that to anyone.
Dude,
But nowadays,
yeah.
everyone you'll struggle to find someone who's not trying to do that to someone nowadays.
Doing what?
Trying to steal all their money.
No, that's
So, for example, if you go into any sales office, if you go into any second-hand car dealership, if you go into any place where they do cold calling, you're going to see people that are literally willing to do anything to get as much money from anyone. So if it's an old lady on the phone, they'll lie to her and take all their money because they can, and they think it's cool, and then they like, yay, I'm going to drive a Ferrari, it's so cool. That's what they think.
yeah. It's hard to lie. Like if you're in sales, almost all of them lie.
Yeah, it's their job. But the point is,
So it's
the point is
not good.
the point is they take pride in it, and they take pride in hurting other people, which is what The Wolf of Wall Street, Sopranos, all those sorts of films. So the whole culture is basically wants to make you proud of hurting other people. That's what the culture is designed to do. And
No, it's all about
I'm
if you give them incomplete or false
Grizzlies
info.
right.
No, I'm telling you, bro. That if you look at, we can even look at European culture. Not even. Let's look at French movies. Let's look at Spanish movies. It's the same thing. It's just less fucking pronounced. In America, it's very obvious, and in French movies, it's more nuanced. It's more like subliminal. But it's the same thing. It's material.
Yeah, it's a British
It's materialism. It's secularism. It's atheism. It's sex, drugs, substance abuse. All these things are pushed. Yeah, and you don't even notice it. It's like all of a sudden every film is doing it, and all of a sudden the whole society is doing
Everybody
it.
knows.
Yeah, and before you know it, everyone in society has got a drug addiction, but they're covering it up and shit. And people are wondering, well, where does this come from? It comes from the culture. It comes from the programming people are given when they're young. Yeah, man. So in a nutshell, instead of celebrating your nationality and your culture, you should be fucking burying it and burning it out of your mind. If you're a healthy human being, that is.
Alright, listen,
Different.
what I'll do is I'll download Windows 98 onto a hard drive with Internet Explorer 5, right? And I'll get rid of this program. Okay, and I'll get my Lord and Savior Terran to show me how.
Well, if you take that option, sir, you're gonna end up in more trouble than you're in already. Swear that way.
Come on, bro, I'm just joking.
No, I'm just checking too. But the point is, bro, it's the simple facts that are in front of us. There is a way to live and a way not to live. All right, and that's not up to me. It's up to nature. And nature says you're not supposed to steal from people. You're not supposed to do that. And yet we're all doing it in society. Why is that, sir?
Yeah, there are some things I don't like about the world, but
What matters is whether both sides are happy in the end.
No, but wait a minute. But someone's an old lady.
I think wait
a minute. But an old lady, you could have taken her life savings. She may be happy because you fooled her, but you still stole from her.
No.
You did. Even if she's happy, even if she's like, yeah.
No, it depends on what you.
Like, imagine you sold her a phone for $3,000. Imagine she's pretty wealthy. Imagine she has $100,000 in her account, and you sold her a phone for.
It needs to be.
1 second.
It needs to be proportionate.
1 second. Imagine you sold her a phone for $3,000, right? And she's really happy, but you've just fucking conned her.
Yeah, that's a different thing.
It's the same fucking
But
thing.
You can have like a high margin, but
It's the
there's
same
an upper
fucking thing.
limit.
How high does it have to go before? How low or high does it have to go for you to wake up that it's a con?
Well, that's for the market to
For the
determine.
market to decide. No, it's fucking objective, bro. It's not for the market. It's for objective natural law to decide. And now objective natural law says if you fucking.
No, the market is just the average.
If you sell an old lady something you know is worth more than it is, and you lie to her about it, you're a thief. Simple as that. It's not about markets. You're just a thief. Like
Yeah. If you cross the upper limit, yeah.
No, even if you do it by a cent, sir. Doesn't matter. It's the principle that matters. It's the fact that you want to steal from someone to get something for yourself because you don't care about the other person. Okay, that's what it's about. And that's what all those salesmen do. That's what all the Wolf of Wall Street motherfuckers do. And what's all the insurance salesmen, every motherfucking salesman on earth does. Okay, so they would literally.
Finance is a whole different.
It's the same fucking. It's the same bullshit. They're trying to sell something overpriced, basically. Yeah, they're trying to sell something more than it's worth. It doesn't matter what they're selling. They could be selling you pieces of dog shit, or they could be selling you Ferraris. You know, I can sell you a piece of dog shit for $10, or I can sell you a Ferrari for $1 million. Well, who gives a fuck? I'm overpricing something and selling you something that's not worth its value.
They're not overpriced, bro. They're worth it.
It's blatant.
Okay, that's why I mentioned that movie, Wolf of Wall Street. People were fucking proud of it. They watched that movie in the cinema, and in their mind, they wanted to be him. They wanted to be him. They wanted to be
interesting
that guy.
part is
Shit, bro.
the guy was a Jew.
It doesn't matter,
that
bro,
what
in their
he-
mind, in their mind, they wanted to be
He
him.
was a Jew, yes. According
Bro, can you imagine that in their mind, they wanted to be him. They actually visualized and fantasized about being in his position. Can you fucking imagine how sadistic that is?
Yeah, but that's superficially.
No, I understand that, but in their minds, bro, in their minds, they're fantasizing.
Yeah,
about
it's just a
being
temptation.
Bro, if they were given that opportunity, they'd fucking do it. You would think they'd be like, oh, I'm not gonna steal. Of course they would. They're fantasizing about it. Of course they're gonna do it if they were in that position. It's just that they're too stupid to be in that position. They don't have enough talent to be in that position. But if they were, they'd fucking steal and rob. Because they're little pieces of shit with no morals, moral relativists, that's why.
But how are you gonna?
Yeah, but
compare a
nature
piece of
keeps
shit
it in
to
check.
Ferrari, man?
Like the
Real.
Jews, sooner or later they're gonna get wiped out again. Nature balances it
Yeah,
out.
well, the point is they shouldn't do that stuff in the first place. That's the whole point.
Wow, you can't prevent.
You can prevent it by simply the man not doing it. He can prevent it. But he doesn't want to prevent it because he wants to get rich, doesn't he?
Some people have limitations on themselves,
Yeah.
but the average is what.
Yeah, on average, 80% of the world is morally relativist. So as you can see, sir, we're in a shithole.
What up, fuckheads?
Say that.
It's
I will kick you in the jaw.
What's your worldview?
Can you
fuckhead?
even reach that high with your? Doesn't your crotch
Shut up.
tear?
Education is bad.
Nah, bro, filling your brain full of false information is bad. Education is good. Just to write it.
Okay.
No, education is indoctrination. I'm talking about public
Yeah.
schools.
In today's world.
Did
yeah.
you even go to school, P. Mars? Be honest. Didn't you say that you dropped out or something? That
I
you
dropped
pulled
out of college when I was a freshman.
I'll picture that Terran Chad. I was like, he's fucking shit. just a random volleyball.
When I was 16, I thought I should drop out of high school because it was a total fucking waste of my time. But I wasn't confident enough in myself, and I believed all these retards around me who told me that like school is important and shit, which it absolutely is meaningless.
P. Mars, it isn't about the game. It isn't about who's right and who's wrong. What school's about, right, is about how you play the game. And the reason it's about how you play the game is because when they want to hire you for a job, they want to know, can he play the game and stick to fucking this job like he did to school? That's the reason why I did it. Did I believe everything they said? No. Fuck me dead. They bored the shit out of me with Australian history. Fuck, that's the most insanely boring shit nobody wants
You
to know
know,
about.
it's interesting you say that because
Who cares about Australia's first fucking sheep farmer? Or we
No,
brought in sheep from England. Who gives a fuck?
Noam Chomsky
I don't even know.
Noam Chomsky talks about education being indoctrination. He mentions that they intentionally make it boring so that after you leave school, you don't try and learn anything on your own because you associate learning with being bored.
Oh, bro,
Yeah, that's true, man.
They do bore the shit out of you, bro. That's true, man. But again,
That's done on purpose, bro. That's not an accident.
bro, I don't think they've taken the time to really make it. I don't know. intellectually grasping form,
Bro,
stimulating.
they have spent plenty of time on curating the curriculum they're going to give you. They haven't spent 5 minutes on it. They spent 5 years solid work on it to make it
Were you
perfect.
arguing with me? I was quoting Noam Chomsky. He's a fucking professor at MIT, bro.
Yeah, but the thing is, they created the system to make you stupid and bored, not to make you smart and fucking prosper.
Yeah, they gotta stop that boring shit though, man. That's for real.
They're not going to stop it, bro. What do you mean they got to stop it? They're not going to stop it. They designed it boring because that's what gets them their desired result.
Another insidious thing they do is they'll change how they teach children math, for example, every
that's the word.
every 15 or 20 years, so that when children go home with like a math problem to their parents, the parents don't know how to do it because they learn a totally different way of how to do it or something, and then the child thinks like the parent's stupid, and it's indoctrination to make you think your parents are dumb and to trust the system and the teacher and the authority that authority over your parents.
Yeah, but I'll tell you something else, bro. There's a friend of mine. She's got 2 kids in a school in Spain, right? And her girls are one of them's 6 and one of them's 5, I think, right? Anyway, so the younger one, right? She goes to school and they're telling her about like same-sex marriages in school, right? So the kid comes home and tells like, "Mummy, apparently you can get 2 mummies, right, and 2 daddies." And she goes, "No, that's bullshit, man. What they're telling you is not true. It's just a game they're playing in school, whatever." So she tells her the truth at home, right? She tells her the truth at home. But then the kids are kids, right? So in class, they're like, "Yeah, but my mummy told me you can only have mummy and a daddy." Right? So kids are like that, Kids are always, always like stubborn that way, right? So in the end, they called my friend, the school people called my friend, and they said, "Look, you can't tell your kids that." Can you fucking believe that?
Have you seen the new curriculum they're bringing out in England in September? They're literally going to teach 5-year-olds how to masturbate.
Are you fucking for real, mate?
I'll post the curriculum. I've got the curriculum. I'll post it.
But can you understand the problem here is, bro, when they phone her and tell her you're not supposed to be teaching your kids that, when she then continues, she's going to continue teaching her kids the truth, and in the end, they're going to try and take her kids from her, dude. They're going to say she's a bad mother, teaching her kids indoctrination, whatever. Teaching her kids like being hateful, teaching hate to her kids, all that kind of stuff. This is what they're going to say.
In 1984, they called it old think, right? And it's like they separate the old people, the working people, and then the youth. They're all separated because they don't want to like contaminate the generations with old think.
I think everyone can agree that they're fucking with the education system, man. I agree with that.
No shit.
Yeah, no, they are, man.
So my friend, she's got 2 choices. One is to take her kids out of school, put them in a new school, or continue as she's going now and potentially face like social services trying to take her kids away from her or fining her or something. This is what's happening right now. This shit's happening right now, like today. It's happening today. That shit.
Well, your
Yeah.
That's close to her.
Yeah, so but the point is she understands natural law, and so do I. So I'm going to help her out. Everything's going to be okay in the end. But other parents don't, and other parents are like, okay. So from now on, I'll teach my children that a family can have 2 mummies. Okay, I'll do that from now on. Most parents are just going to be stupid and go along with it. But this woman is smart. She's going to tell them to fuck off. She's going to take her kids out of school, for example. Yeah. But the point is that most parents don't do that. Most parents aren't fucking aren't like gritty like that. They're not.
Yeah, and it's like I want to raise children who are not vaccinated and homeschooled, and it's hard to find a woman that they'll think that's crazy, but it's actually the best way to raise your children.
Exactly, yeah, exactly. Most women won't go for that because they think you're crazy if you say that.
I'm still. You got to put them in school because the world does exist, man, and it's better.
No, fuck the way. It's the fucking bullshit. It's indoctrination. Why you want your kids to be indoctrinated?
It's not that. It's just that the world's tough, man. You got to kind
fuck the world, man. I'd rather live with my kids in the forest. Fuck the world.
I think that's child abuse.
What, living in the forest with the kids?
No, like sending your kids to public education.
Education is cancer.
You don't have to, bro. You don't have to send your kids. You don't have to send your kids there. You can teach them.
Bad, bro.
Every single school teaches a curriculum which is given to them at the federal level. Okay, so not one of them teaches anything. They just recite what they're told from fucking Canberra or whatever. So then forget about every school being different. They're all the same. They all teach the same bullshit.
I know public schools are, and most.
You think private schools are different? You think in a private school they're going to teach the children? Hold on. You think in a private school they're going to teach 5-year-olds that there are mummies and daddies?
There are some that don't
I just posted the curriculum, yeah.
I was in one.
Where? What channel, dude?
In
one school.
in chat.
It was called the Australian National Independent High School, bro. They're nothing to do with the curriculum, man. The only thing
Download
is,
the
they
second
they
PDF.
state it. Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, fuck.
That's
I'm
the
reading it now.
curriculum, yeah, for self-touching and to teach
All
kids.
about me. SRE program.
Listen, that starts in September in every school in England, and that's literally the lesson plan right there. That's from the their own.
Dude, that shit, bro, that shit is happening in every country on earth, bro.
Canada.
It's a worldwide gender
Wait, that's
agenda,
literally
bro.
the title.
Okay.
All about.
Yeah, that's
Me,
it's from
my
Holland.
body, my
It
thoughts,
originates from
behaviors,
Holland.
my choices, and personal boundaries.
I swear,
This is fucking too much
anybody,
for a little kid, man.
It says
anybody in
it
here
it
who's
teaches
gonna
kids-
dox me,
It teaches kids how to where to touch themselves. It basically says to a 5-year-old, you can't touch yourself out in public, but it's okay to do it in the shower. Like a 5-year-old's even thinking about that shit. You know what I mean? It's fucking disgusting.
anybody
I'm
in
racist.
here who's gonna
Well,
dox me,
say
I
say hello
suck
to-
cock, I have sucked cock, I'm gay, I'm on board for the Globo Homo.
Alright.
Please don't come for my family.
Okay.
Please stop. I'm all in for the gay. Please, just leave me alone. I'll go out, I'll suck a cock tonight. Just don't come for me and my family.
Jeez. You really want that cock? Fuck.
Yeah, but so if we know all the shit's going on in schools, why on earth would you even consider
I
putting a
agree.
child in a school?
Yeah, man.
Like,
Yeah,
forget
I-
about actually doing it. I mean, why would you even consider it?
I
Like, why
don't
would you even
think people
consider
should
it?
just be chucking their kid at the local school. That's for sure. I think they should choose the school for their kid.
Well, what they should
And
do
they
is
should
teach
No,
them
I
at
think
home
it's
and not put them
different.
in school at all.
Don't you think it changed, right? What about this for a change? Don't you think there should be different type of curriculums, right? That's it, right? And then the parents can choose, man. That's
Bro,
what they
okay,
should
okay,
have.
wait a minute, bro. You really think that's going to become an option when the whole system is there to designed to enslave you? So for example, in order for every school to have a different curriculum, that needs to be done at the federal level. Now, do you think
Yeah,
the
not every
federal
school,
boys?
some.
Okay, for some schools, do you think the federal boys are going to allow that into law? Do you really think they're going to allow their control system to lose its fucking grip? You really think so?
And that's why we need to
Alright.
burn down the
It's
cathedral.
not
and
losing grip. I think they'll allow some, though.
They won't allow some. That's like saying, oh, some people we will allow not to vaccinate. No, everyone
what
must be
I'm saying is-
vaccinated.
All right, what I'm saying is not public schools, but like these are private schools, so you'd have to pay.
It's the same thing in private schools. It's just better quality books they give the kids. and they
Yeah,
spend
private
money.
school, dude. Are you kidding me? They doctorate even more,
It's exactly the
dude.
same thing. But if you go to a private school now, all the 5-year-olds are taught that you can have 2 mummies in a family, dude.
Every school has.
Dude. I lost a friend because of a private school. This person went to a Catholic private school and came out more leftist than fucking I don't know, going to a public school for fuck's sake. He came out more leftist.
Yeah,
Hold up here. And Catholic private schools are some of the biggest offenders for this bullshit.
Yeah, I don't know about Catholic schools, bro.
Are you kidding me? Dude!
Oh, I've never been to one.
The Catholic private schools, a lot of them, there's so much degeneracy and shenanigans that are going on, it's disgusting. It's
Like, I know
disgusting.
girls that went there.
Dude, listen, you're talking to a Catholic that knows about this shit, dude.
Yeah, oh, okay.
Yeah, it happens. Jesus Christ, look it up. Do your research. Don't say just take it at face value and look into it yourself. Stop. Don't put your ego into this shit. Come on, dude.
Jesus
What do you mean?
Christ.
My ego? My ego's not in
Dude,
it, bro. I'm
just
just
look
talking about
into
different-
this,
maybe
dude.
because
Just-
it's
I'm
a
giving you
different
some-
country, it's probably a bit different, man. You know what I'm
It
saying?
happens in every country. Not just in Canada, United States, Australia, or
How does your
UK.
ego fit inside Australia?
I scared him away.
It happens. When someone tells you something, just say, okay, you know what? Probably does. Just look it up.
Dude, coyote.
Oh,
Yo.
I'll definitely look it up, bro. Look into it. But
Thank you.
I mean, okay, you're welcome. Fuck.
Jay, seriously.
But all this shit. Hell, look at. You're talking to a Catholic knows shit. Hell, look at
Catholic
this
knows
shit
his
Pope
shit.
that we got
Oh,
here. He's
Knows
all
his
this shit.
Pope.
Wait, you know all this? Wait, you know all this information? You still think it's happening?
No, Australia's a Catholic nation.
Hey, listen, I may be
Shut-
Catholic, but no, I'm gonna stick with my family, stick with.
80%
I mean,
or something.
stick with
Yeah,
my
you just said that you
family.
know all this shit about Catholics, but you still choose to be a Catholic. That don't really make sense.
Dude, hey, listen, I may be whatever, but you know what? I'm not. I fucking
I
hate
think
my
he says
the head, all the heads and all that.
I hate,
Yeah, but
I
why,
hate,
why,
I hate,
why
I
would
hate.
you, if you know all this stuff, why would you still choose to be a Catholic?
Why? Because my family, you know,
My
it's what
family.
the traditions and the
My family.
Yeah, but Cody, are you more interested in the truth or fitting in? Which one is more important?
well,
He just
listen.
wants to fit in with his family. Man.
Listen.
I get that. There's
Listen,
nothing wrong with that.
Listen,
No,
Listen.
but you know what? I'm not gonna.
Listen,
Listen, I may be whatever,
listen.
but I hate the head, but
Not like a Muslim man. It won't
You
leave.
sound like a
because
Some
they're-
people's families are criminals.
It's not
Some
because-
kids have got to do
not because I'm
crime,
Muslim
fit in.
or whatever,
Some
but it's just
kids-
that, you know what?
Muslims.
Sound like a Muslim, mate. Oh, I don't want to leave Islam because my family are going to outcast me. Fuck that, man. I don't believe in it.
It's not that outcast me, but it's just like.
Yeah, let me tell you something, bro. The truth is far more important than your family or how they feel about anything, to be
The
honest with you.
truth is more important than your.
And if they truly love you, man, they'll fucking accept you whatever you fucking, you know, legal.
And if they don't accept you, who cares, bro? Because the truth is more important than them.
Oh, you'll care, man. Obviously, you would care.
No,
Yeah.
you won't. I care about the truth, sir. I don't care about my family. I care about the truth.
That's fucked up, Grizzly.
Well, you
So
know,
for
you care
example,
about you.
for example, so I'll give you an example. I'll give you an example, sir. If my brother or my sister came home and said they murdered somebody for no reason, imagine they killed an innocent person because they found it fun, I would murder them right there and then.
Note to self:
Bury them.
do not join Grizzly's family.
And I'd bury them in my garden. Okay? Because I don't care they're my brother or sister. It's irrelevant. What matters is what's right and wrong. That's
was
what
my
matters.
son, I'd probably fucking. I'd be. If that was my son, came home and he did that, I'd be in shock.
Yeah, you'd be in shock. But then, let me guess something. You'd be in shock. You'd reprimand him. You'd take away his pocket money. But then the week after that, everything would be normal, wouldn't it?
Sure.
Because that's what most families do. Most families gather around and protect the evildoers in their family. They don't castigate them. They don't punish them in any way. They protect them because they're blood.
Bunch of weirdos.
That's what they usually do.
What- Grizzly, what if someone called you a weirdo?
What do you mean?
I don't know. Like someone said,
What would I do?
Hey, you're a weirdo.
I probably wouldn't even respond.
I'd be stunned, man. I'd actually be stunned. I wouldn't know what to do.
You'd be stunned.
I would depend on it. It depends on the person who said it. You know, it depends on the situation. Maybe I would say something more pious. I wouldn't take any notice. So it's irrelevant what anyone thinks.
Hell yeah.
Like, I understand where you're coming from, actually. It's a concern, but
Yeah, Grizzly has got a point. That's why a lot of these Muslim gangs are covered up because their parents and family don't fucking expose them. So he has got a point.
Yeah.
oh yeah, that's a problem, man. Listen, I can tell you, being fucking.
That's a problem.
It's not even a cultural thing. It happens in all cultures. They all close it. Most people generally they tend to close right.
I disagree. I think if the English family had a paedophile, then the English family would out the paedophile.
That's unfortunately not true, bro. Unfortunately, that's just not true because there are so many cases. Even I've personally met people who their father abuses them, their mother abuses them, their uncle abuses them. Everyone knows, and no one does anything.
I think that's
Yeah,
more
there
in the
are
black
people
community, not in the.
No, that's in the white and black. It's in all communities, bro. It's human psychology.
I'm not having it.
Yeah,
man.
so with ethnics, it's pretty common for the parents.
It's just human psychology,
Take the
bro.
children.
Psychology works the same in all people, and human psychology. That's what they do.
Like,
They
even like Alex, Alex is Romanian, and he's a Christian from Romania, and I guarantee if he was to do that, come home, they'd all protect him. They all do that. With their-
Yeah,
with his-
the
he
people that
lives
the people that do that are the ones that care about something other than morals. Okay.
No,
So a
but
truly devout person, a truly religious person, a truly person who understands God would never fucking protect a person, even if it was their family.
Yeah, but you don't.
And if they would protect them, then they're not really a religious person. Then they're lying to you. They're just pretending. Because according to the Bible, you don't protect those people. According to natural law, you don't protect these people.
I don't know, man. I see Muslims protecting other Muslim paedophiles, but when an English person's a paedophile, like look in the jails, for instance, right? Muslim criminals get protected by their own, but if you're a white paedophile, you get battered to fucking jail, man, by your own.
That's not true. You can look at the statistics or anything. They are protected. There's even a thing where the mothers turn against the children and side with the fathers that are abusing their own daughters or sons and call them sluts. They call them fucking sluts and they protect them. It's like a fucking thing. Like, people are twisted, man.
You just don't want to accept it, bro, because you think the white race is
Preach
fucking
it!
magical.
Preach it, Ashley! Preach it! Preach
Maybe-
it!
They tell their daughters that they're jealous of them and that they made him do it. And they
Oh my god, really? God, ugh, that is disgusting. Disgusting.
I feel chopped and screwed right now. Oh no.
Posse. Don't call me no more and don't text me no more. I ain't discussing nothing. You can go and hit the door. Get up out on my ride. Forget you, let the Chevy door. Hit you with a good low split you. Don't call me no more and don't text me no more. I ain't discussing nothing. You can go and hit the door. Get up out on my ride. Forget you, let the Chevy door.
Hit you with a good low split you.
Don't call me no more and don't text me no more. I ain't discussing nothing. You can go and hit the door. Get up out on my ride. Forget you, let the Chevy door. Hit you with a
good low split you. I ain't discussing nothing, you can go hit the dope. I ain't discussing nothing, you can go and hit the dope.
Bitches ain't shit. We don't love them hoes.
We don't love them hoes. And it's like that. I ain't just got nothing, you can go hit the dump. I ain't discussing nothing, you can go hit the dump. Fuck them hoes. That shit's fire. My nigga. My nigga, my nigga. My nigga, my nigga.
And the woman, his wife, doesn't do anything about it as he's abusing his own 4 kids.
Damn.
These are the people I'm talking about.
They raise their children like that, and then the children raise their children like that. It's a fucking vicious cycle, because you know what it
and no one
instills?
talks about it.
Shame and fear at an early age. And you know what those people are? Controllable. Very
And it's not-
controllable.
and
Do
it's
you
not just-
want
and it's not
to?
just
Are you
Muslims,
ever going to
but-
tell? They'll always have that on top of you. Oh, you're a daddy fucker. You're a
Yeah, and
daddy
it's not-
fucker,
and-
aren't you?
And it's not just,
Then you'll
and it's not just
know.
Muslims,
You have
bro.
no
And it's not
idea.
just Muslims doing it. One second, it's not just Muslims
Ashley,
doing it.
these
It's not just
fuckers
Jews
don't
doing
care.
it. It's
I mean,
everywhere,
no,
bro.
mate.
Every country on earth is fucking doing it.
Abusing fucking kids. I wouldn't mind.
But what you just said, that does it happen in the English community? It fucking does.
It happens in every community, you idiot. It's not about race.
No, I disagree, man. I don't think
I
the.
disagree with that. I think it happened to the Jewish race because I hate Jews.
The Jews don't.
Okay, here.
Jews are.
American. Okay, look, I went through the. Wait. American. You want to hear something?
Wait. I'm not American.
No, I don't care what your fucking. That's what your name is. I don't give a fuck. You want to hear something? When I went through this firsthand, try to get children safe. Okay. Do you know what I heard more often than not from older people in the community when I was talking about what I was going through? Oh, well, it happens to everyone. It happens to everyone. Just forget about it. Just stop talking about it. Just get over it. It'll be fine. It happens to everyone. You'd be amazed how many people have that understanding because they never dealt with their own abuse. And when confronted with it, they run. They don't help. They run.
Yeah, so you guys have been through some crazy stuff. Or maybe this I shouldn't really be.
No, it's not crazy. You're just in denial, bro. You're just in denial. You think you can.
Wow.
I can't
You must
argue
live some
something.
fucking perfect life. You must live some fucking perfect life for you to say that. You must never had any struggle, you fucking piece of shit. Fucking Brit.
I mean, you're arguing for emotion, man. Like, there's no point having this
Our
conversation.
motion? There's people out there that are fucked up.
Bro, hold on, bro. You're the only one who's emotively denying this because you just love England so much.
I give you a ton of fucking statistics, and you're saying it's emotion. Like, are you kidding me?
England. I burn your fucking country.
I'm not arguing that there's English people.
You don't seem to understand how endemic the paedophilia is and how common it is in the UK, and no one talks about it.
Hello, good afternoon.
So in the same way that American paedophiles aren't out, in the same way in the UK.
I mean, yeah, I agree that they're coming up. I think it's because by the Muslim and black community, though, not by the white. We have paedophiles.
The fact that you're even taking that stance, it's absolutely insane.
Bro, it's in every
Like,
community,
absolutely
bro.
fucking insane.
Bro, it happens in every community, whether it's rich or poor or black or white, it doesn't matter. It happens everywhere.
This MK Ultra programming came out of white fucking families, okay?
That was a Jewish
white family. No, it wasn't. It wasn't fucking. This whole Jew what? You don't have a clue. You don't have a fucking clue. These politicians are all blackmailed. They all are doing it. How do you think you get somebody under your thumb? You got them on camera doing something they don't want anybody to fucking know. They're called honeypots for a reason.
Going after the rails on a crazy train.
You give a message.
Let's go.
Yeah, I saw it. And if you
Wow.
knew anything about the occult, if you knew anything about these occult circles and these fucking Masonic circles, you would understand that they have a ritual where at 5 years old, they rape the 5-year-old boy because something initiates and this spark of light goes from his ass to his brain and it's the enlightenment.
Yeah, them
Fucking common.
Wait, them Masonic lodges are right, yeah? They accept the Kabbalah, so they're accepting Jewish scripture, man. That's why.
You know nothing about the Masons, so why are you talking about it? We just heard something like the Chinese whisper. We just heard something on another thing on the board.
Going after the rails on a
There's
crazy
different sects of
train.
them. You don't have a clue.
So you have to understand, bro. You have to understand. Just like in the ancient Greek days, right? Fucking 2,000 years ago, there were elites bombing children, okay? And they're doing it today. The same elites, the same white people.
Perfect. Perfect example. You can look into Tiberius, okay? And if you look on Wikipedia, they'll tell you he was a great ruler and a great this and a great that. But if you actually look up for works that were written during the time of Tiberius, they will tell you that he was common for bringing children into his bathhouse and having them nibble on his testicles as he swam. That was what he was known for. The great ruler Tiberius. So don't tell me you're not gonna find it on fucking Wikipedia.
They don't sound like Tiberius don't sound like an Englishman.
Oh no? You want to know what the oldest Roman ruin in London is? It's called Crofton. You know the family running one of the biggest pedophile rings in Nelson, British Columbia? Guess what their last name is? Crofton. They were given Ireland to run from the thousands to the 1400s, and then they bred back into Henry VIII's line in the fucking 1500s.
Yeah, that's probably the Jewish frontline.
Okay, thank you.
Oh my god, they're Crofton! They go under Scottish, Irish, fucking English names! And have! Since the thousands!
Yeah, what Jews do, they marry into English families.
Oh my god, they're not fucking Jews! They're so much older than some fucking Jew narrative.
He's been indoctrinated. Like, he's been indoctrinated with anti-Jewish shit. Everything's anti-Jew. Everything's anti-Jew. Oh shit! A tornado hit fucking the planet. Oh yeah, it must be the Jews, man. The Jews must be fucking Jews. Oh shit! Oh no! Wait a minute! Oh wait a minute! Coronavirus. Oh yeah, the Jews. Yeah, the Jews made the coronavirus and put it in China. Yeah, they want to wipe us all out. Oh dude! Oh shit! The electricity just went out in my house. Oh yeah. The Jews are onto me, bro. They don't want me to have internet.
Is it Jews?
That's what you think, bro. Yeah, literally everything's the Jews. Absolutely everything, bro. If you lost your wallet today, it must be a Jew.
It's a shield. For fuck's sake. You're being...
Somebody says it's Jews?
They literally just didn't sell the story and they just fucking bought into it. Don't get it.
Literally, man, you lot bring people down too much, man. Like fucking.
What?
I love Jews.
If Northern Europeans have a paedophile in the family, he's outed, yeah? We're not
That's
like
bullshit. It's wrong. You're false.
You're not
That's
like
false.
that.
That's not what we see. But that's not what we see, sir.
White
That's
people
not what
out
we see.
paedophiles.
But that's
White
not what
people
we
out-
see, sir.
We're not
But
like
that's not what we
Muslims
see.
and black people.
Yeah,
We're
no,
not
but
like
that's not what we see in real life, bro. But that's
The
not what we see in real life.
Pakis don't.
But that's not what we see in real life, bro.
No,
What
no.
you're saying-
Northern Europeans out the paedophiles. Blacks
that's-
and
that's-
Muslims cover it up. We're
But that's not
different.
what we see in real life.
Oh my god,
You're
the
not.
fact that you're still pushing this is
You're
absolutely
not different. You're
insane.
just a shit.
You're obviously got a directive and you're doing this on purpose, or you're that fucking stupid and you don't listen to real fucking research and history.
I mean, you've provided no facts for what you're claiming, man. No facts.
Wow, she saw it in some old books from Babylonia.
Yeah, they're Jews. See,
Sorry, man.
Jewish books again. Jewish books.
Is it
Not English
Jews?
Bad.
English are just bad. Holy shit.
No. Europeans
I
are
mean,
not
by your fucking kind, you fuck.
No.
You guys have fucking done some shady shit to me.
There's no point. Okay, there's no point talking about this.
You won't
This
speak
guy's
about
an idiot, forget
Europeans
it.
like that. I'm not having it, man. You're not
Yeah,
Well,
not
let's
having
move on. Let's
it.
move on to another topic. Forget about it. Just too stupid. Forget it. There's no point talking to him about it. Stupid. Man.
Stop bullying me.
Shit.
I mean, like Muslims cover up the paedophile shit, yeah? Blacks cover it up. Europeans, if we find a
They're
paedophile...
using the Muslims to come in and to put a smoke screen on what was already there. You think you have something, but no, with these fucking grooming
my
games,
God,
okay?
you're
They
dumb,
go after
bitch.
little teenage girls in
White
grade
people-
school.
it's
Those are
white
fucking
people.
grooming games. That's not dealing with the fucking prepubescent little boys that the elites are fucking.
When
You don't
white
have a clue what's really going on.
We do actually. Pakis need to go.
When white people find a paedophile in a family, yeah, we beat them up ourselves, right? When Muslims find it, they cover it up. It's very...
Dude, that is clearly not what happens. I already explained to you why. I will give
It
you
is-
some numbers.
it is what
Now,
happens.
shut up, man.
How do you know? You're not even white.
Shut the
Your
fuck up.
numbers are not real.
So 1 second, shut up. Shut up. So basically, I gave him statistics. I explained how what the situation is. He doesn't look at it, doesn't investigate it. He really wants to say, "Oh no, it's just the Muslims, it's just the blacks, it's just the Jews." Again,
No, it's
more
not just.
denial, more pushing it. No, he just knows the whites don't do it. Only the blacks and Jews do. Only the foreigners do it.
They do it
Only there was
disproportionately.
there was zero pedophilia in the UK in the 1970s when there was zero immigration into the UK. Oh, there was no pedophilia in the UK. There was literally absolutely no pedophilia in the UK when there was no immigration. Oh yeah, right. Reality, bro, there's been pedophilia in the UK the whole way along, and
Jimmy
immigration
Jam.
is an irrelevant topic.
Jimmy Jams.
So
Bam!
we're
What's
not
up?
pedophilia without
Ace
immigration,
King,
you have
bitch.
pedophilia,
Yeah,
okay?
fold
So
him.
pedophilia is happening in all
Couldn't handle the
communities, in all
pressure.
cultures, in all
Neither could
races.
you, you little
It's not just
bitches.
simply white. His man is simply wrong, okay? There's statistics to show that he's wrong, but he's in denial, and he's a Jew hater, so everything's against the Jews. Everything's, Jews, blacks, Jews, blacks, Muslims. You see, it's just hate, pure like hatred and like denial and saying
It's
everyone else is the
deflection.
problem.
Deflection, Grizzly. Deflection.
Is it Jews?
You just said that, right? So let's focus on that. So
The
where is
Jews?
this indoctrination from all this big fucking deep dark
Where's the-
state
where
to,
are
like,
the
to the
Jews?
Pitcairn Islanders who've never even had education, dude, for hundreds of years?
Oh, yeah.
All fucking pedophiles.
I never said that white people aren't paedophiles. I said white people don't cover it up.
White people do cover it up. White people cover it up even better than anyone else.
If I'm telling you, if I found out there was a paedophile in
I
my
don't give a fuck
family,
about you. No one gives a fuck about you or your family. We're talking about in general. So shut up about you, okay? We're talking about the general, the aggregate, the millions of people living in your shitty country that you call home, okay? And in that shithole that you call home, most people don't talk about pedophilia. Pedophilia convictions are very low. There are hundreds and thousands of children going missing every year, and it's not talked about, and no one.
But
is
we
talking
do it
about
proportionally less.
No one is
than
ousting.
foreigners.
No one is ousting the pedos. No one is talking about it. No one is dobbing them in at all. So stop talking shit. And if you say it again, I'll mute you again. So don't do it again.
you do realise I can unmute myself. With what?
I can get rid of you out of this room, and you're never coming back in if I want you to.
If you want me to do it.
So stop
why's it
repeating.
come
Oh, it's
down to
only the
this?
whites.
Anyway.
Stop repeating. The whites don't do it. Stop repeating that because it's just false.
Stop repeating that they do.
You're saying the whites reveal the truth and the blacks don't, and that's false.
Yes, we do.
Yeah,
and that's
we do.
false.
Okay, so
Savile,
all right, so
people,
can I ask you, Grizzly,
people
how
covered
does-
up for
how does
Jimmy
this fit your
Savile.
narrative?
Jimmy
okay,
Savile was
so, we'll take Pitcairn
Who
Island.
revealed
So
Savile?
they never had any mainstream education, right?
They
They
only
had nothing,
revealed
yet
after he
they're all
died.
pedophiles, right? They're all mixed race and they're all pedophiles. So how does that fit into your worldview now? If they've
Yeah, you
not
know
had
what it-
mainstream education and they weren't indoctrinated, in fact, they live on
I
the
don't
second
even know
most
who you're
isolated
talking.
island in the world.
I don't even know who you're talking about.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's not.
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay,
what,
well,
I
I'm
don't know
teaching
exactly-
What
I don't know
island?
I don't know what island you're talking about.
Pitcairn
No, who lives
Island,
there?
man.
Don't know where is that? Where is
Oh,
that?
that's,
Exactly. That's what I'm saying, man.
Okay, so okay, because I don't know where your shitty island is. Now I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
What about the
Alright.
pedophile priests of the Catholic
Well,
Church?
don't know
They're
about
majority
it, I
white.
know about it. And
Alright, Catholic Church covered up
The
pedophilia.
Catholic Church was infiltrated by
I
Jews.
really don't.
Yeah, but still, it
Because
was
I
white.
know.
Why don't you tell us where the island
How do
is so
you-
we can look into the fucking history and find out who happened to be migrating there for the last, couple thousand years?
How do you prove the Catholic Church was infiltrated by the
Well,
Jews?
nobody's been migrating there. They're all mutineers of the bounty descendants, right?
Mutinies
And
of the
there's only-
bounty descendants?
Yeah.
So this is somewhere around Australia.
These people who hate Jews, it's like
yeah, it's
everyone's
like
a fucking crypto
Full
Jew.
of fucking blue blood pedophilia. All
We talking
over
about Treasure
fucking
Island now?
hilltop
They ju-
fucking records.
Shut up, Ashley, you loudmouth lesbian bit.
Oh god.
Don't talk to
Shut
women.
up.
Show more respect to women, young man.
The lesbian.
It has everything to do with
fucking
Australia. Is no different than
lesbian
fucking
pedophile.
Canada.
Can you
Who do you
people- can
think
you people stop
fucking
talking
all
about
is
it?
living
Hey.
here?
Respect women, please.
That's his argument every time because he has nothing else.
Just
to
stop
say.
trolling, please. Anyone who's shouting out abuse,
LGBTQP.
or anyone who's shouting out
No.
abuse, or just talking
See,
shit is gonna
if
get
you
me.
don't know
Don't do it.
Pitcairn Island, I can't really help you, right? Because I just said it's the second most isolated
He
island in the
won?
world. They're a British
What the
colony. They're one of
fuck?
16 British.
And it's full of
colonies that are
pedophiles.
left around the world,
And it's
right?
full of fucking pedophiles. Isn't that interesting?
Look, it's
Isn't
pretty
that
okay. It's
interesting?
You, look,
Yeah,
you
but
have
they
to
have
literally,
nothing to do with England.
bro, you have to be living under a rock.
Doesn't matter.
Bro, you have to be living under a rock for the past few years not to know that the royal families are all connected with pedophilia. They're
The royal
protected
family.
and etc. So therefore, hold on. So wait a minute. So therefore, anytime you see the Commonwealth spreading its fucking tentacles around the earth, that's
We're moving the goalposts.
wherever they
Really,
go.
the new
Is
straw
wherever
man.
you, well, one second is wherever you see their tentacles spreading is where you're going to see their institutions, and whenever you see their institutions, you're going to see pedophilia because that's how it works. They keep it secret.
Multi-million-dollar industry.
Recently, how long have the royal family been
Human
English for?
traffic makes more than the illegal gun
That's a
and drug
Jewish
sale
trade.
combined.
Literally a Jewish trade.
Combined.
They specialize in
Human trafficking makes more money per annum than the illegal drug and gun sale markets combined.
It's a Jewish trade.
Jews.
Oh my god.
And the royal family are not English, by the way. They are
It
German.
doesn't matter where they're from. It's irrelevant. The nationality, you dumbass. It doesn't matter where they're from.
course
What
it
does
does.
matter? What does matter is that you are a slave to them now. That's what matters.
Fucking a young woman is not
They could
pedophilia.
have come. They
We're
could have
talking
come from the
about real
fucking. Shut up,
pedophilia.
troglodytes. Oh, bruv, you better shut your mouth. Shut up. Stop talking. Okay, so they could have come from the fucking moon.
No
Who
one's
cares
allowed
where they come from?
man.
Okay, it doesn't matter where they come from. It doesn't matter if they're
themselves.
German or English. Doesn't matter. Okay, these are sociopathic people who harm children, who fucking enslave people for fuck's sake. And you're sitting there arguing with me that white people don't do it, and it's only the Jews. You're so.
Do you know anything about Belgium? Are you aware of anything about fucking Belgium and the high-profile fucking pedophile ring that was exposed there and the shit that was going on?
You're straw manning us, man. No
You
one's saying.
really need to fucking start
No one
looking.
is strawmanning. I'm just trying to explain to you, bro, that pedophilia happens in white countries. It's just as well as any other countries, and they all stick up for each other because pedophiles don't care about race, bro. They just care about getting their fucking johnnies off, bro. That's
I
all
mean,
they give a fuck about.
I mean, the Muslim paedophiles actually specifically target English people. They won't be there.
Bro, there are more. Bro, there are just as many British pedophiles, even more than Muslim pedophiles. What the fuck are you on about?
Yeah, but that because English people represent themselves.
Fuck
per
off with your representation, bro. Fuck off with your bullshit. You had pedophilia in your country. You had pedophilia in your country fucking 100 years ago when there was 0 brown people there, and you still have pedophilia then. So what the fuck are you talking about?
That's because we have Jews in the country.
No, it's not because they are Jews. It's because people are fucking have no morals. And they rape their children because they don't fucking care. Because they were raped themselves. That's
Preach
why.
it, Grizzly. Preach it.
I mean,
It's nothing to do with nothing to do with race, nothing to do with your history, nothing to do with your shitty fucking queen, your shitty fucking army, and your shitty fucking food. There's nothing to do with that. Okay? Nothing to do with your shitty country. Nothing to do with it. It has everything to do with that people have no morals.
We've just established that the Queen is not English, man. So I don't
It
understand.
doesn't matter if she's English. She's your queen and she owes you like a slave. That's what matters.
Yes. Yes.
Okay? So while
Yes,
you
she
live on her
is.
land and pay fucking rent to her, you don't own fuck all in that country of yours. Fuck all. You don't own your house. You don't even know the clothes in your body. You don't even own that.
I mean,
You're
we
privileged
will
to wear your clothes.
we will retake Europe, and when we do, it's not. Gonna be
We'll
good.
see. Well, in the meantime, you ain't taking shit. At the moment, you're a slave at the moment.
Try it,
But
bitch.
later,
Do
maybe.
it.
Okay, but we can have this
Do it.
conversation in 5 years. Hey, we can have this conversation when you've won the war. Then we can talk. At the moment, you're a slave.
We'll have this conversation when you're out of Europe.
Well, let's have a look. But at the moment, you're a
Once he can
slave.
learn about Pitcairn Island, then he'll go, oh, okay.
Yeah, great. Well, okay, but at the moment, you're a slave. Okay, we agreed then, yeah?
I mean, you might.
man, we
I'm,
Maybe. I'm not, bro.
I'm a free man. We can set you free if you want, Grizzly. Do you think
You're
white
not
man?
We're all fucking slaves.
You look at a white man as your master.
The whole
This-
fucking earth is a fucking prison.
I don't have a master, sir. I'm not like
British
you.
is like one of the most enslaved peoples.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they love it too, bro. You see, bro, you know what the funniest thing is? Bro, guys, you know what the funny thing is? If you go to the UK, like for example, when there's like a Queen Jubilee or a birthday, whatever, right? If you go there on that day, you literally see like everyone wearing all the colours, fawning over this fucking woman. Literally, the master of slaves treats them like a slave, and they're standing and they go, "Oh my God, I love the Queen. She's so beautiful in her dress." Like literally, it's just the most. It's literally like Stockholm syndrome on steroids.
At least America, yeah, we got infiltrated by Britain, but we had a memory. We at least have a
That's
memory.
because the majority of English
rebellion
people have
and
become weak
liberty.
here. But when they're sleeping, lying awake,
Like you.
it's not gonna be very-
Like you. Sleeping lion. Is more like a pussycat. Like a tabby. Meow. Meow.
I mean, when I say we, I'm talking about the collective.
You think I'm gonna support
bro,
you?
just remember, dude, just remember, the United Kingdom has had a royal family for fucking thousands of years or whatever, right? So it ain't gonna end anytime soon, and the royal family ain't gonna be good anytime soon. So you got a big war on your hands, sir.
I mean, we're only 20 years away.
Kind of gay.
We're only 20 years away from Adolf Hitler, so I'm not worried, man. I'm gonna change.
Really, you really think the royal family is not gonna be there in the near future? You really believe that? Really? Okay. Well, I wish I had your optimism, sir. Right?
I mean, to be fair, once the current Elizabeth dies, what's going to happen next? Who's going to take up the mantle? We're going to have to hear about climate change.
Some cunt
Yeah,
called
'cause
Charles.
they don't want to do it no more, man. It just seems like they don't.
Charles
wanna
passed it on to his son, his oldest son. The oldest son is the crown prince.
Never in history has, like, in our times,
William McKay.
one of
The
their kids.
Queen was caught stealing 10 kids out of Kamloops, British Columbia in 1964. Those 10 kids disappeared. Prince Andrew
Clean
has
facial
been
crime.
highly fucking suspect for years in these circles.
I
This
would-
isn't an
I would
off-the-cuff
rather
thing.
she does it
fucking
than
Prince
Oprah.
Andrew, Prince Charles, and fucking Daddy Trudeau visit little Dr. Lake. Where guess what? The Oddfellows get native kids from the neighboring communities to fucking diddle.
That's
Okay?
disgusting.
Wales, wrist tipped with nails underneath the bridge of the moon goddess, ancient cocoon of the lawless involved the queen mother's hand. Darkness was this heartless card of hearts that started in Wonderland. Need we say that their DNA strand was now a part of Buckingham, a Lumerian plan set in motion by a Sumerian man would share a kiss cross an ocean. Then the Merovingian clan would set up the city of Paris, where this sacred marriage and murder would occur. As I prefer to try to convince the lion next to an Egyptian prince was the best description since the destruction of a Mercedes-Benz. The night a lady and an unborn baby and friends left the Ritz and drove past an obelisk with no wrist and crashed and kissed the 13th pillar. Her birth had been to fulfill a ritual, subliminally transforming the physical into spiritual. Now let me tell you why. 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 Princess Di had to die with Dodi Fayed to complete the triad or trinity and to suppress the femininity, the true divinity of the goddess that forever remains flawless. It was August 31st, 12:15, as the reporters asked themselves if their path was more stealth. Was Henry Paul in poor health, or was he just under the influence from the time of the departure to being rushed in an ambulance in the land of France as they left the hotel's back entrance for a quick getaway? Decoy deployed Range Rover, game's over as the paparazzi were led astray. Her car sped away, hoping to see a better day. Right from the start, they went in the wrong direction of his apartment. And to her guard, this meant that it was in his heart to prevent the cards that deceit dealt. That's why he felt the need to not strap on his seatbelt. Camera finger hits the trigger, flashing lights flicker. Media messenger quicker. The proof is in the passenger's picture. Ambassador's mixture of liquor that was given to her driver. But Trevor Reese Jones would be the only survivor of this sinister car crash. Her security captain was now mysteriously strapped in, allowing only him to exit from the star shaft. Now let me tell you why. 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 Princess Di had to die with Dodi Fayed to complete the triad or trinity and to suppress the femininity, the true divinity of the goddess that forever remains flawless. I'm only suggesting that British intelligence was testing her patience. Everywhere she went, there were agents, always under surveillance. Dodi had made arrangements to fly to France to pick up the ring of engagement. And of this, there is a statement. Department store still waiting for its payment. So with it, I planned to dig deeper than a gopher with exposure. When I mixed the chauffeur that drove her with an MI6 soldier, it's over. Now let me tell you why. 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 Princess Di had to die with Dodi Fayed to complete the triad or trinity and to suppress the femininity, the true divinity of the goddess that forever remains flawless. From the 2nd century, if it wasn't meant to be, why was it written in Quatrain 28? The last son of the man with the prophet's name would bring Diana to her day of rest and fate.
Russia from fucking ass raping y'all Europeans is us.
What? Get out of the EU, dude.
Shut the
Get out.
fuck up.
Go home, Yankee.
No, he is
EU, we're
home.
not in the EU, bitch. Shut up. Fucking retard.
You're fair
Oh,
game
Europeans
now,
are going to Europeans ain't going to do shit without America. Russia will.
Wait, you're not
overrun
even
your
on
ass
Nah,
in 3
we
months.
don't want you here. Get
Leroy,
off.
you're not
man.
even on
Russia will
Go
overrun
home,
your
Yank.
ass in
Wait,
3
he's
months.
not. Wait,
Shut
he's
the
not even
fuck
a Yank, man. He's from Africa. He sounds like
We prefer Russia over America.
No,
kind of-
bitch, I'm saying is you're saying that Europe will overcome and America will fall to the Nogs. If it went for America, Russia would overrun your ass in a fucking 3 months.
You're not
dude.
even American.
Yeah, we don't care.
Europeans pay
He's as
like
white
$1
as can
million
be. He's a
shit.
fucking Southern man. He's what are you
Leroy.
talking about? He's not even a fucking American. Leroy's as white as a fucking gets. The guy's got bright blue fucking eyes.
He doesn't sound white. He sounds like a. He sounds
He's
like
Southern. You're an
You guys
idiot.
have no idea what.
Are you really that fucking non-cultured?
They thought
He sounds like- he sounds
they
like a
thought.
black
He
man.
sounds fucking Southern.
They thought
Southern.
they thought
Red
they think
chaos.
every Southern accent is what black people sound like. They don't understand. Because they probably like the only time they see American black
fuckers
people
fought
is
off the fucking
in
English.
movies and shit.
Yeah, they fought on the wrong side.
I mean, you fought with the English until the
Europeans are
Civil
a
War.
joke, man. They're a fucking joke.
It's still one, by the way.
Okay, but you have to remember, these are uneducated fucking lumpen proletariat, bro. These are the people. So,
You
know.
motherfuckers will all be Islamic
man.
slaves before we fall to the dogs.
I mean, like, you're like 60% white. Like, you're fucked. You're fucked. What are you on about?
You're 60% fucking Islams. What the hell does it matter?
No, we're
You're all
7%.
gonna be praising Allah before it's
Islam
over.
doesn't matter. Religion doesn't matter. All that matters is race.
Them fucking Syrians and all the rest of the Middle Easterners, they're gonna take your
Yeah,
asses over.
Islam. Whenever you hear Islam, it's a Jew selling you their bullshit.
Yeah.
God,
Yeah, well,
everything's
tell
a
that
Jew.
to your neighbor next door. Is getting his daughter getting raped by a fucking Muslim.
I hate to add everyone again,
oh, no,
man.
the Muslim's not
Good
raping
luck.
your daughter. It's the fucking Jew. The Jew's
Grizzly.
raping your daughter.
I mean, like, if my daughter married a black guy, it'd be exactly the same shit. So, like, it's irrelevant, like he's saying. But if it's Islam's irrelevant, man. Non-white. It's non-whites and non-white, and that's it.
Can't you idiots see this shit
Call
like
it what you
Muslim, Jew, and like all these differences? It's just like pathetic shit to argue about.
Grizzly, he got it taken down again.
I agree, and that's why I'm on board for the Globo Homo. I'll suck cock, I'll ride cock, I'll fuck it. My ass is open for business, my friends. Just please stop doxing my family. Please.
Yeah, white people do pedophilia, yeah, but when it's not a non-white, it's a fucking worse crime because it could have been prevented.
He's just
If you
right
get
back at
them-
it.
If a black person does a rape, it's
But
fucking
you know,
worse
guys, you
than
see
a
that,
white man.
guys, you see that implicit superiority. It's like a white man and then a black man have different sets of rights.
Yeah, they
have
do.
different sets of.
It's
you
worse
see?
if a black man does it. It's worse.
You see, so you see the social Darwinism. You see the eugenicism in this man's what he's saying.
What's wrong with eugenicism?
You see, well now, yeah, there you go.
Hey,
Might as
I'm
well
all
just
for
ask you.
eugenics and genocide. Fucking
It's
right.
called
You do
Some
realize
people don't
it's,
deserve
you,
to
you,
live.
do realize
Evolution.
you do realize that that's one of the satanic principles. So did you know that?
No.
You didn't know that? No, of course you did.
Your story is bullshit.
No, okay. Just
Satan doesn't exist. Jesus doesn't. God doesn't exist. There's no proof.
Hey,
for
I
any.
agree. Certain people should not be
It's just a
breeding.
story you tell yourself.
Genocide is okay.
Genocide is okay.
Yeah, certain people shouldn't be breeding. I'm okay for genocide.
That's right. God is dead, and my ass is open for business.
How
That's
can
right.
genetically regenerate people determine like the best genes? Yeah,
You see, people,
got you there, fucker.
You can tell these people from a mile away, bro. They're all eugenicists, they're all social Darwinists. They all want to tell how everyone should live their lives. They're all going to force you to do what you don't want to do for your own good because they know better.
Wait, we
Okay,
established
these are
the other day,
types of guys, man.
Wait, we established the other day, Grizzly, yeah, that you're pro wanking over a 6-year-old drawing, right?
That's
you're
false.
pro necrophilia, and you're
That's false.
pro gay incest.
Yeah, that's false. All of those things are false. You just made that up.
No, I didn't. The other day I asked you 3 questions. And
No, you made that up because that's not how I answered the question. That's not the question you asked me.
You said it's okay
So
to masturbate
you
over
asked
a
me.
court.
You asked me whether it was. You asked me whether it was immoral under natural law. You didn't ask me whether I support it.
Well, you'd let people have sex with dead bodies, man. That's not like what you-
That's how disingenuous you are. So let me just mute you because I know you will interrupt me. So let me just mute you. So this is how disingenuous the guy is. He comes into a chat room and asks me, Grizzly, is it immoral under natural law, under your understanding of natural law, is it immoral to masturbate to children, a photograph of a child? Is it immoral to have sex with a dead body and some other shit, right? And I go, no, that's not immoral under natural law because you're not harming any other living beings. But now he comes into the chat room another day and he says, oh, you support wanking over children and you support having sex with dead bodies. You see how disingenuous that is? You see that?
It's
So you ask the
paraphrasing for a specific narrative.
Exactly. So he asked the question from one angle at a time to get me to answer, but now he spins it like I've answered it, like as if I would have said, I want to have sex with dead bodies and I want to masturbate over pictures of children. So you see, he switches it all around. Oh, now you support it, Grizzly. You see, and then he'll announce it, and then he'll announce it to other people as if it's the truth.
Using Acro as
It's
a
funny,
weapon.
like if you just state a fact, like if I just say something about communism, people will just assume I support communism and I'm a communist.
Well, who's mumbling? Is that QAnon? Yeah. Yeah. So I gotta mute him, sir. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, that was in Jacques Ellul talked about that. How like if you just he talked about facts and how modern man worships facts and you can't question facts and all this shit, and just simply stating a fact, it's like you're saying that you support it. So if I just stated a fact about communism, and people would just assume because I'm talking about it or something that I am a communist and I support it.
Yeah, exactly. Like for example, see the thing I posted in chat? I posted the lumpen proletariat link, yeah? So now they're going to call me a socialist, aren't they? But that's what they are. They are the lumpen proletariat, literally. Uneducated
Y'all just-
rabble.
Y'all just got to learn how to ask the right question. For example, I'll give you an example of the perfect question. Grizzly,
Yeah,
is it okay, since we're talking about degeneracy anyway, throw some more degeneracy in it, is it okay for a 12-year-old and a 30-year-old to have sex if they both have consent?
No, it's not. No.
There you go. That answers y'all's question.
So the problem with these fools that come in the chat rooms, bro, they're like hyenas, isn't it? They just want to like find something and like say, oh, but you said this, but now you said that, and they're willing to bend everything. They like to just make shit up as they go along to make it look that way. But in actual fact, they're uneducated, low quality of life, low socioeconomic status. You know, probably some abuse in the past. Don't really balance their childhood. So in the end, you just see them fanning around in life, not doing anything. And turning to right-wing views. That's what happens.
It's not right or left. It's just fucking dumb views.
Yeah. So instead of actually working out the truth of pedophilia, the truth of like rape and what's going on with like UK kids, looking at the statistics, you know, studying what's going on. No. You guys just going to sit here and say, oh, it's all the Muslims doing it. It's all the blacks and the Muslims. The British people wouldn't do that. They're white. I'm like, have you heard anything so stupid in your life?
Just drop the phone. Just drop this phone. Well. Tragedy. Tragedy. Oh. Hey. Wait, he's a cuddle. Oh. What's wrong? We got drink. Come on now. We got drink. What's Teddy? Look at Teddy then. Oh, fatherhood. We love it. What? She's up. She's awake. In 10 minutes. Right, guys. I'll see you later.
You like that, Jed?
You know, it's surely getting better. You know,
I speak I cannot more sending Google Drive instance. Well, will speak he will to private and become private. He's 858 page, and that's the truth.
Was? Ist der verrückt? What are you talking about?
I have top secret information from 9/11. That's a
top secret.
He's 858 pages to 9/11 and to the planning. Okay.
You did 9/11?
I have these from the Dark Overlord.
But I think listening to German and trying to make sense of him makes no sense.
I know. It's crazy, but it's cool. I like it. Because it's so...
It's like trying to make... It's almost like, bro, it's like trying to make sense of a Chinese movie when you don't speak Chinese. I mean, you can try and make sense of it, but it won't make any sense.
Small sandals, yes. So,
Sometimes I think he's like in a bunch of servers talking at the same time, or in a different. Is that what you're doing, QAnon?
that's not speak myself, when I speak my open myself. It's not a good.
Is it just you in one server and us? Like, are you speaking to multiple?
QAnon is not a person. QAnon is a group.
It's a government operation.
No,
Yeah.
QAnon is the 12
Yes,
months.
it's
and that's
definitely
the
a
secrecy
government-controlled opposition.
I'm pretty fucking sure. Listen. I'm telling you, man. Like, and I'm not everyone here. I'm not a fucking. I don't believe nothing, right? But the one thing is, man, QAnon is with the government because the only time when I first heard about them, they had actually released a picture from Donald Trump's plane looking out the window from a camera 10 minutes before he tweeted that he was on that plane, right? So obviously they've said it's someone who's next to Donald Trump, right? So, and if it's someone next to Donald Trump, have a guess what? They're working in the government, aren't they?
Yeah, the ground is QAnon.
And they're not like, we're not talking a systems admin in some department. We're talking someone next to the president, the most powerful man in the fucking world, bro. Someone who's right next to
but we
that
all
man.
know he's not the most powerful man in the world.
The idea that
Well, whatever,
Trump
man.
is anti-establishment is extremely stupid. and
Most
foolish.
powerful fucking leader in the world, yeah.
No, he's not. He's a fucking salesman who's going to get replaced in 4 years.
I
He's
know
not,
that.
he's not valuable at all. He's not
I don't
powerful
know.
at all.
There's a video
That's
where
all
Trump...
right. You know what I mean?
Bro, the CEO of any Fortune 500 company is more influential than Donald Trump.
Fortune's
No, they're not, man.
Yes, they are, because Donald Trump just reads fucking speeches. That's all he does. He's a salesman. He has zero power. Zero. Not even some. Zero. He just says things that he's told to say. Trump, sign this. Read that. Go here. Do that. And then he follows orders. He doesn't do anything. Doesn't make any orders at all. Whereas a CEO of a CEO of a big bank or a CEO of a big mining company makes some serious fucking decisions. Hundreds of thousands of people are relying on this man to make the right decision.
From my point, all I was saying was that QAnon was someone who's obviously working next to Donald Trump.
But Donald Trump, bro, that's like saying QAnon works next to a janitor at my high school or something. Donald Trump is nobody. He's nobody. He's nobody. He's just a guy who reads speeches. He reads speeches and sends out tweets.
If he's nobody, then Grizzly, go up and fucking ring him up and go and see if you can talk to him. If he's fucking nobody. He's somebody.
Even if I could talk to him or I couldn't talk to him, that wouldn't prove whether he's somebody or not.
Yeah, he's somebody enough that so much so.
He's
that
not
he
somebody
can't
enough.
talk,
In
right?
4 years, he's going to be removed, and another guy's going to get placed there. Do you really think the new guy's going to have power? No, the new guy's going to be, his job will be to read the scripts.
Then? No.
Bro, it doesn't matter if you talk, bro, what does it matter if you talk to him or not? What does that?
You think he doesn't? Well, you think he's never had like a Fortune 500 company or anything like that, or what? What do you mean?
Donald Trump
Like,
makes
already-
zero decisions, dude. Zero.
Oh, okay. Well, he's already.
He just reads the teleprompter, bro.
Yeah.
He just reads the teleprompter and he smiles when when the camera flash goes off. That's it.
Yeah. Oh, whatever, man. All right. So,
So you got to remember, Donald Trump has never been the head of a Fortune 500 company because Trump
whatever,
Incorporated
man.
is not publicly traded.
The Council
Privately
on
owned.
Foreign Relations makes the decisions, and then Trump does whatever they tell him.
Exactly, he's a salesman for fuck's sake. Just like George Bush was a salesman, just like Barack Obama was a salesman. Every one of them is a salesman.
Trump Enterprises is not a publicly traded company.
Right,
It's not a
his
Fortune
job, bro.
500.
So what is Trump's job? Trump's job is to make the government seem appealing to the people, to make the people feel like they're talking to their leader, like the leader supports the American people. That's why they use the American people. That's why they use that fucking phrase every 2 seconds, right? Because they want you to think that your president loves you, when really he's part of enslaving you. So don't fucking tell me he's the most powerful man on earth, bro. He ain't even the most powerful man fucking in Washington, bro.
Bro, QAnon.
Okay, so who's the most powerful man in Washington then?
The dark nobility, whose names you will never know of, and locations which you will never go to. They will never come to your location. They will never visit you where you live. They will never even, you will never even see them from a distance because they don't go. Because these people, bro, because these, I can give you the name.
right? It's like a
Yeah,
it's teamwork.
And then and then when she fucking takes you for all you got and you lose that job.
That's called a prenup.
Prenup to toilet. They get the game. Unless
I keep
hold
it
on,
documented.
I will concede. So unless the prenup has a contract, like it's a
Right. Go on, spell Merovingian to me. Spell it to me without looking at Google. Merovingian. Go, spell it.
Merovingian?
Yeah, Merovingian. Spell it.
Merovingian?
Go on,
Is that
5
what it
seconds. Yeah, Go on, spell it, because you're gonna want to look on Google to look smart.
Merovingian. M-E-R, I don't know.
I don't know.
I-A-N?
Wrong. I told you couldn't spell their names. Well, I was right, wasn't I? I told you you couldn't spell it. I told you you couldn't spell it and you couldn't.
I can't spell
ING
their
in there,
name. You said must be true because I can't spell a fucking name.
I told you. You said give me their names. I said you couldn't even spell one of their names, and I gave you the name and you couldn't spell it. I was right.
Merovingian.
Alright, give me another name.
Merovingian, dude. It's a part of Italy, northern Italy. Do you know where that is?
Would you say you said Merovingian?
Where the Merovingians are from? They're a Venetian fucking financial family from the Venetian. Do you know where these places are?
Do Medici. That one's a little easier. Can you do Medici?
Something, my friend. I have lived
Hanover's really.
Okay, I didn't just stay there. I lived in Venice. Okay, wrap your head around that. I know Venice. I know it better than you. Okay.
Really, do you now? Okay.
I lived in Northern Italy, bro. Yes, I lived in Northern Italy as a kid. That's not new.
Okay.
Everyone knows me.
Wow, you lived there as a kid. Okay, great.
Yeah, I
You
lived
still
in
can't
Europe
spell
as a
Merovingian,
kid,
though,
man.
can you?
I've said this repeatedly. I lived in Northern Italy, man. So how many people, man?
Okay,
Like,
I don't care where you live.
fucking do.
I don't care. I don't care where you live. The point is, you can't spell Merovingian, and you don't know what the Venetian families are.
Oh, okay. What do you mean, like the Medici family and all that sort of shit? Well, they're not even from.
No, I'm talking about the dark nobility, bro.
She. The dark
The people,
nobility.
the people that own all the land that the earth has.
I love you, Steve.
What owns all the land of Venice?
Yeah, that's right. They own every bit of land in the world. Yes.
What's this about the Merovingians?
Grizzly
So
is
these
part of
people,
the
so these people, bro, like people like the Merovingians, there's the Flavians, there's a bunch of them, bunch of their family names, and they own pretty much everything. Yeah. So like the Queen, for example, the Queen of England, she's one of the junior members. So the Queen, for example, she's one of the junior members of this.
She's in the House of
I could
Hanover.
really see that.
So like, you know how they say, bro, you know how they say the Queen owns Canada and she owns Australia. Well, her family actually does own it, and then you get the privilege of buying a house on it.
Oh, I get it.
But she actually
buying a house on it. Is that how it works? See, I didn't know that.
no, you get the privilege of living on it while she owns the land you're living on. I mean, she's just one of the family members, and she owns
Ozzy,
like a
do you
fifth
have
of the
crown
world.
land in Australia? Like in Canada, we
The
have
whole
all the
thing is
land
crown
that's not on. I know, but what I'm saying is it's still even
there
worded
is crown
as such. Do you
There is
still have
crown
crown land?
Yeah, we still have.
Yeah,
land.
that's just indicative. It's all crown land, but that's what they call the pieces that aren't being lived on right now because they're not under some sort of contractual agreement. So they're just straight up crown land. But he's
Dude,
right.
Like the Teste family or some shit.
Yeah,
So,
and the money all goes back. There's taxes paid. It's being rented by the local governments, pretty much.
Listen, I don't know what you know about Venice, man. But if all these families were from Venice, wouldn't you think Venice would be like fucking immaculate?
I didn't say they were all.
It's
from
older
Venice. I
than
said
that.
within-
It's older than that.
I didn't say all the. I didn't say, bro. You gotta listen to what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I didn't say all the dark noble families are from Venice. I said the Venetian ones.
Yeah.
Happen to have. I was referring to them specifically because we were talking about Italy
And the
Europe.
Venetians and the Phoenicians are Canaanites. This is much older than that. Much older.
Phoenicians, are they Canaanites? Well,
the Phoenicians are
Phoenician is a Greek word. Phoenician is a Greek word, and Canaanites is a broad term.
I know you're talking about.
I'm
Lebanese
saying the
people.
area above Egypt that was considered Canaan.
I thought that was the Mediterranean Sea.
No,
Yeah,
not
so the
it.
point.
Do you know where
so the point.
Canaan? See, the name Canaan now is the only people who have
Canaan.
that is in Lebanon, right? I know that surname, and that surname is Canaanite, right? It's is what they call. They call Canaan. And the Canucks are now. Yeah, in Lebanese, right? They're called Canucks. So they're called Canucks. These people, right? Canucks are fucking now Lebanese.
Posse. Damn it. What do I believe in? Who am I supposed to pray to? I don't care who it is. Just get me out of this whatever this is.
Nice.
Real smart motherfucker, that's right.
Would you mind telling us who you are, though?
I be that motherfucker. I be that motherfucker. I be that motherfucker. I be that motherfucker.
Damn, son. This must be a DJ Smokey exclusive.
Hell yeah, bitch.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it? Yes. And you know what I'm saying?
Well, what do you want? And who are you anyway, huh?
I be that motherfucker.
Oh shit. I might go bust here.
I be that motherfucker.
I be that motherfucker. Let's get it on. Unnatural. They don't want to get it on. No one wants to get it on with me.
How
Shit,
do you know
man.
my name anyway? I don't know you.
Good question.
Kush Cadet.
I be that motherfucker. I be that motherfucker. I be that motherfucker. I'll be that motherfucker.
Kush Cadet.
Kush Cadet, my nigga. Da, 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 da.
partner, allegedly.
Okay, but my point is that what's your campaign against Jews then? If you're going to marginalize Jews,
Of course they're
and
talking
not,
about Jews.
and not be specific in the degree of what someone classifies as a Jew, what is your beef with Jews then?
I'll say it again. They cut baby dick.
Yeah, I got that. Lots of people cut baby dick. I'm not for that myself, but that's not what I'm asking you. I'm asking you if you believe that there's the presence of some sort of Jewish conspiracy, because everything that's coming out of your mouth right now is indicative of the same types of narratives that I hear people who believe it's the Jews say.
No, and none of the claims I've made about the Jews so far are conspiracy. Like the Jews will.
I'm not. That's not.
Yeah, although everything that comes out of Guy's mouth is always the Jews, is the Jews, is the Jews. Get the Jews, get the Jews, get the Jews. They're vermin, they're vermin, they're vermin.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
That's basically what it sounds like he's saying.
What is my beef with the Jews? I told him what my beef with the Jews says. He's asked me if I'm talking about
Okay.
Jewish.
Do you have beef with Muslims, sir? Do you have beef with Muslims, sir?
Yeah, they cut baby dick too, and some of them cut girls as well.
Okay. Do you have beef with atheistic hospitals in America?
Atheistic hospitals in America. What the fuck is that? But here,
Yeah,
I'll be.
Oh, please, let's not be dishonest like we don't know what atheistic means.
Doctors in America who do the same thing. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, okay, so are they taking over the world, or is it just the Jews?
They're not taking over the world, but they sure as hell are spreading this shit to Africa.
Oh, okay. So,
Spreading what? Spreading what? shit?
So wait a minute.
There is a Jewish conspeciary.
Wait a minute. So when some idiot cuts off a baby's dick, even though there's not a Jew in sight, it's still the Jew's fault for having it in their holy book, yeah?
Hey, look, Grizzly, you asked me about several groups, right? And one of them was the quote-unquote atheistic hospitals in America, right? Well, American doctors are spreading circumcision to fucking Africa with the World Health Organization. Absolutely fucking true.
Okay. And whose fault is that? Is that the Jews' fault or someone else's fault?
Oh my god.
Because
let me ask you
because let me tell you something, bro. You're itching. This is what you're itching to say. Yeah. It's the Jews, man. They're subverting our culture. Go on, you can say it, sir.
Now, let me ask a more calculated question to him. Okay. Return. I'm just gonna call you ROTS, right? I'll call you ROTS. How about that? That's just even if you don't like it. That's how I'm gonna refer to you. Cool. Okay, so ROTS. So, being as that we're talking about Judaism and practitioners of Judaism, I want to ask you, what do you believe the covenant mentioned in the Bible outlines?
Well, it's a covenant between God and all the descendants of Abraham and their male slaves.
That's not what I'm asking. I'm not asking about the relationship of the covenant. I'm asking you what the covenant itself is. That's what I'm asking.
Ask me what I think the covenant is.
I just explained to you that you described the relationship between the covenant bearer and the covenant receiver. I'm asking you what you believe the covenant itself is.
What, like what my stance on it? Well, I don't even believe in God, so I don't think it happened.
It doesn't matter. You acknowledge that there's such a thing called a covenant, and I'm asking you to tell me what you believe the covenant entails.
Your questions, man.
Well, if I'm clarifying to you, because as the person who asked you the question, I can tell that you're not giving me the answer that's relative to my question, then I will take you to task on answering.
And do a better job at clarifying exactly what you asked me.
I just did. I outlined how you described the relationship between the covenant bearer and those who receive the covenant. But I'm asking you specifically, how is the covenant defined? What is the covenant? What is the covenant? What is the purpose of the covenant? What is the character of the covenant? What is the motive of the covenant? This is a very simple question. What is the covenant as you acknowledge it, as it is defined in the Bible? Or are you defining it on your own personal subjective understanding?
He's looking through Google now. He's going to give you a really good answer.
No, I'm not. I will give you the answers that they themselves give. And there's a couple. One is setting themselves off apart from other people. And two is a substitute for blood sacrifice, because the context of that is how God spared us.
That's not describing the purpose, though.
What do you mean that's not describing the purpose? If I'm telling you
The covenant has a purpose. What
if I'm
is it?
telling you what the intentions of this fucking covenant are, yeah, that's a fucking purpose. What it's intended to be, what it's
All
intended
you
to be.
said was blood play and chosen people.
Well, that's the fucking goal of it.
No, blood play and chosen people is just describing elements that are relative to the covenant, but you're not describing. I think it's because you're chicken shit because you know where my question's going. Because this is what will happen. See, if you tell the truth, which is that the covenant is a promise from man to God of inevitable sending. Hold on. I'm gonna finish what I'm saying. So shut the fuck up when I'm speaking. Shut the fuck up while I'm speaking, you fucking furry. Listen to what I'm saying. If you have any fucking dick, you will listen to what I have to say. And
Soul
then you will
Diver, it's
respond.
pretty lame to do this
All right?
question routine.
So
You're leading someone in a direction they don't know where you're going. It's just like rude as fuck.
Stop over talking me.
Soul
and let me
Diver,
finish.
you are rude as fuck doing this
No, fine.
Socrates
I'm a rude
bullshit.
asshole. It has nothing to do with the fact that what I'm saying is on point. So shut up and let me finish. And then I will mute myself.
I
I
don't
will
even know
mute
what you're
myself.
saying. I
till
like
am
tune
done.
out everything you fucking say.
So let me finish.
It's
So let me
fucking
finish.
Stupid.
Are you gonna keep talking? Just
He is
listen
a
to what I have to
narcissist.
say. Stop with the Freudian projection of saying I'm this and I'm that.
No, you
and
are a
stop talking about
narcissist because
me.
you
Stop
are
talking
definitely a
about
Timar,
narcissist.
me.
shut the fuck up.
Stop derailing with your
I actually agree
bullshit and
with
stay
him.
on point. You're trying to mischaracterize me to evade from the subject. I'm staying on point, so I'm going to ignore your bullshit, okay? So this is where we're going. We're going back to what
he's
I
winning
said.
the argument. You're just
Timar,
upset.
shut the fuck up, you incel pagan twit. All right,
Well, it's
let
true.
me
It's
finish
just,
what I'm
you're
saying.
really crybaby
Okay,
here.
okay. Go talk to the black girl you got the number from, and get out of my fucking ear for 10 seconds. All right, I'm gonna finish what I'm saying because I'm talking to Rots. I'm not talking to you.
You're really emotional.
I know. No. Well, emotional to you? Yeah. I think you're a piece of shit. So shut up and let me finish. I'm going to talk to Rots now, okay? now that we put you aside, I'm going to go back to what I'm saying, okay, Charles? Okay. So the covenant. So the covenant does not describe what you entail, sir. The covenant, like I said, is a promise between man and God, outlining the inevitable redemption through a
Jed.
messianic line. In other words, Jesus comes to redeem
That's why he's
those
getting all
who are
worked
lost.
up over
The
the-
Jews
like me,
being
my
those
little
people that will
jabs,
inevitably
'cause he's
become
winning,
lost.
yep.
Here we go, the passage. So the
got me,
covenant
Jed.
is only to make passage
This guy's so
for
boring, I
the,
fucking hate this
the
guy.
manifestation,
Soul
the
Diver.
incarnation of
This is one of these
Christ. Now,
fucking
ask
new age.
yourself, do the Jews
Hey,
believe in
baby.
Jesus? No,
You want to
they
come to my
don't,
pad
okay?
and
But the God of the
I'll
Old
heal
Testament
you
is
with
still the
my
same God of the
fucking
New Testament.
crystals?
So, cause and effect. The
I really
Jews,
connect
as
to your
defined in
frequency,
Talmudic rabbinicism,
baby.
which is what you're referring to. Okay, when you talk about all these
We
fallacious
vibrate on the
practices that are built
same
on traditions of
wavelength.
men and not actually biblically founded, what you're describing is a
Hey,
Jew,
Dark
as he
Star.
would identify
Shout out to
himself,
Dark Star.
practitioner of Judaism, is misunderstanding.
I was thinking about you the other day, Dark Star.
point of the covenant.
Or I've
the
been
purpose
kind
of
of
the
thinking about
covenant.
you lately,
And
actually.
what you're doing is referencing those
Seeing
people
about
who are
coming in and having
misinterpreting
a
the
chat.
point of that covenant. The Ishmaelites, that we will call
I'll probably
Muslims
do
and
that
Islamists, they do the
soon.
same thing. They think, oh, the passage was meant to be
Don't join
through
the
Ishmael.
next toilet.
Because Ishmael was Abraham's first son. And
Dude.
then the Jews will say this is on their
Do
end.
you call
Oh,
you actually
it
call
only
your
applies to
show
us who
like
are
the
of
toilet or
Abraham.
something?
But what did Christ tell the Jews in the New Testament? He said,
Jed, God, listen to this guy just drone on and on. He's so stupid. Jed actually calls his own YouTube show the Toilet Bowl or something like that. It's like, what an apropos name. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, I like the word apropos. It's kind of fun to say.
and the name Yeshua entails Yahuwah in the name, right? If you actually look at the etymology. So the very name of Jesus maintains. Hold on. The very name of Jesus bears the etymological identifiers of God as he's referenced in the Old Testament.
what is the
So what a Jew is doing, okay? So what a Jew is doing when they misinterpret the covenant
Jews?
is they're assuming what a Jew is doing when they interpret the covenant, when they misinterpret the covenant, is they are assuming that it
this
is
guy
a physical
so
inheritance.
much.
But in actuality,
I
it's a
hate this
spiritual
guy. He's
inheritance,
so
and this is
annoying.
why Christ made the
Just
allusion
shut
in regards to
up.
the parable of the circumcision of the
Jesus.
flesh versus the circumcision of the spirit.
How can you
So,
follow any of this
unwittingly,
shit?
when you refer to Jews who are playing the whole "we're the chosen people" line, and they're referring to the covenant out of context, all you're doing is saying that you hate crypto-Satanists. And guess what, buddy? So do I. But when you say that they're Jews, all you're doing is helping crypto-Satanists by poisoning a colloquial idiom.
Those Satanists. Oh my God.
No. When you asked me about the covenant, I told you exactly what it says in fucking Genesis. And if we want to make this interesting, I will fucking read from Genesis.
How do you even like follow what that guy is saying?
P. Mars, you have an IQ of 80. You couldn't follow anything.
I could never follow anything you say. It's just word
you're
salad.
You're an idiot, aren't you?
No,
I mean, come on, dude. Don't you admit?
You drone on and on.
P. Mars, it's okay. I'm aware that you don't like me, and every time I come in, you fucking try to blow up my ear with your bullshit. And it's irrelevant.
Yeah, because you're a sexual predator
this.
looking for new
most people in the server think that you're an incel. Nobody gives a shit about your opinion.
Told them
people stomach you, and in fact, just the other day in 24/7 Conspiracy,
I'm like a friendly incel though. I'm not bitter
the
towards
same
women. I love
disdain
women.
from other people in other
women.
servers because people don't like you because you're an obnoxious prick.
Because I tell them the truth.
No, it's just
Which
because
is what I'm
you're
doing
a punk.
to you.
That's why. Like you're not.
Because
you're
you act like
you're
a
not a
fucking
truth bearer.
spurg sometimes. Just because you don't understand what he's saying doesn't mean it automatically disqualifies it. Just because you don't like the way he communicates doesn't mean it automatically disqualifies it. It means you have an issue with impulse control and people who are more intelligent than you.
Yes,
so that's your issue.
Child.
It's a you issue.
I don't like fake.
You don't need to make it a us issue. We get it. You don't fucking like him. We get it. Can you finish, please?
Yes. Please shut the fuck up, child, okay? Hush, puppy.
Bro, you know, talking like that, they're only gonna just do more to you.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because they've already they've already chosen what line in the sand they're standing on. That he made that clear the moment he tried derailing the conversation in pursuit of his own bullshit, okay? So at this point, because he is creating the offense to me, my defense of my stance, it's okay for me to swat his proverbial fist off left and right. It doesn't matter. Like, it's okay for me to address that he's being a prick when he asserted himself as a prick. That's not my fucking bad. If I want to call him out on that, and then someone wants to say, oh, well, you're a dick for saying that, it doesn't matter to me. It really doesn't matter to me, especially because I objected to him doing that initially and said, let's stay on point, and I don't care about his bullshit. That should have been clear. It's not about the people. It's not about the messenger. It's about the message. And typically people who are wrong and have nothing to object to in regards to the message will attack the messenger because it's all they can do.
Yeah, when I hear his voice...
It's not about how you say it, hey.
When I hear his voice, I get like a similar feeling to how I felt when I heard out my mom died.
P-Wise, your mum's not even dead.
She is
We've
dead.
been through this before. No, she's not. We've been
She
through
is
this
dead.
before. I'm not going through all this bullshit
My
again.
mom died of an autoimmune disease.
My mom's dead too.
And it's just like he reminds me of her touching my cold dead body.
Right, so your issue is based by personal inspirations, which means it's your fucking bad, which means shut the fuck
I'm
up.
trying to
sit
express
down and
trying to express my feelings with a metaphor.
Okay, well,
You said you were
I
joking
don't
about that
care,
last time,
okay?
P-Miles. I don't get you, man. What's wrong with you, man?
You have issues, P-Mars.
I use humor to deal with pain.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's you. Bro, you said that you made all that bullshit up, and you're probably doing it again. Right? I just don't understand why you do
You're
that.
kind of a dishonest guy, man. I mean, you also record people without their consent in VC all the time.
You don't need people's consent. Why would you like phrase the question?
It doesn't matter
you're
if you
begging
have
the
legal
question, you're
authority to
implying
do it.
that I need other people's consent
Begging
within
the
your-
question,
Why are you
bro.
interrupting me?
Not
I
even,
let-
not even,
Why are you
even a
interrupting
fucking
me? I let you
correct
go on with
application.
your word salad, and I can't even
Because
get.
you're not even speaking
I can't even
truth
speak
right
for
now.
a second without this guy interrupting me. I was
No,
quiet
you
while
made a
he
statement that was bullshit,
droned
and I called you on it.
And I think it's fucked up
Word
that
salad.
you actually say that. If anything, man. I would never do that to anyone, bro, even if I knew. But you make that up, bro. What about if people did lose their parents? Someone else just said they did. It's pretty narcissistic, man. I wouldn't say that. You know. It's not.
What a tangled web we weave, ladies and gentlemen.
Yo, Vlad.
What?
So, what about the Phoenicians?
The Phoenicians? Phoenician! They're fucking Lebanese, bro, Maltese now. The people, mostly Lebanese, are the last of the Phoenicians that still have an attachment to the culture. Out of
Fuck,
That's about it. Them and Canaanites, right? Anyone that's Canaanites became Phoenicians, pretty much.
So wait, were the Philistine Canaanites? Because some people say they migrated there from Europe, but
I don't actually. No one knows, man. No, you know the Minoan culture as well. They're the one that's the mysterious one, man. So they were a very highly advanced culture, man. Very intellectual culture, and you know they had a lot with literature, but unfortunately that's all lost, right? So now you have the problem trying to decipher what the hell they're about. What did they know? What did they know? How do they speak? What they spoke? And the only thing that's left is, like I used to have on my Twitter, that was, you know, those type, because they're from the Mediterranean, man. So everything to do with the sea, like dolphins and octopus and fish and crabs and all that, it's all seen in their artwork, and it's fucking, their mosaic tiling is excellent, dude. It's like on par with today, the best.
Shout out to all the dead moms. Oh shit, what do I do here? Fuck. That was an awkward spot.
Really impressed, man. You know, a lot of them they use, like,
fuck?
you know, Pi's theorem in a lot of roofing. So, like, you know, when they make trusses, it's like 3.14. And they were using that sort of Greek mathematics, man, in their build, which I thought is fascinating. Very, very intelligent people, man. Yeah, so Lebanon, traditionally, up about 1,800 years ago, spoke and wrote Greek, and then the fucking Arabs invaded. And then all the shit started. Because of sand niggers. Yeah, we want your land, boy.
Vlad, but you were challenging the biblical account of history, like
Oh,
some
it's
time
a
ago.
fact, though, man. DNA proves it. So what are you going to say about it? What you're going to say, man?
There's already been verifications of the biblical account of history. That's why they found Teledan and like a slew of other artifacts. Like it's not a choice between the biblical narrative and the non-biblical narrative. The biblical narrative and non-biblical narratives are a part of a larger whole of history. They validate one another. That's why the Sumerian Kings list validates the biblical narrative, and on the other flip side, the biblical narrative validates the Sumerian Kings list. They characterize one another between thesis and antithesis. This is common sense.
Wait, how do they validate each other specifically?
Because they're both historical records that characterize one another in terms of their role, in this case being opposed. No one's going to pretend as though that Babylonians and Israelites were not against one another, and that there wasn't some place called Israel, or that there wasn't some place called Babylon, and that both sides made accounts per their nations. It would be stupid to assume something like that. And like I said, they found Teledan, so go ahead and try to deny archaeological evidence if you will, but it's history, my friend.
What's history?
The biblical narrative is a historical account. They are documents and texts that are written down and recorded in ancient times, assuming that they're not, just because there's some secular classification, is fool.
No, it's not, man. Because,
Yeah, it is, because the documents and the records exist. If you're going to pretend that they exist and say, well, my subjective point of view is that the contents of that can't be real, it's irrelevant. You would say the same for the pagan societies who believed that there was like sky watchers and stuff then, but we still have those in history books, don't we? See my point? You can't be a revisionist and be an honest historian at the same time. You also can't be a negationist and be an archaeologist at the same time.
You're a revisionist. What does that even mean? I don't understand anything you say.
Because you are fucking stupid, P-Mars. I don't
Pretty sure it's
understand.
'cause it's just word
Granted, I
salad.
got that. I figured that. That's why instead of saying, I understand, instead of saying, I understand the distinctions, you say, I don't understand. Great. You've
When, like,
communicated that
crazy
you don't get
mentally
it.
ill
I am not
people
fucking
like to
surprised.
pretend to be something they're not, and then go online and just word salad. It's like I don't even know how to have a conversation with you because like
You're
I'm
literally
talented.
doing that right now. You're doing it right now by simply asserting, I don't know, therefore it doesn't make sense. That's fucking stupid. Like, that's like such basic bitch.
Well, no one was talking because of your word salad, so I was just saying like I don't understand.
It's not a word. A word salad is when you
thought I'd
string together
point out,
words that don't make
express-
sense.
Okay,
I
so-
articulated the distinctions
You
between
just
two
can't.
things. You don't understand
can't let
what
me
I'm
talk
saying.
at all with it. You interrupt
Because
everything
you're
I
not
say.
saying anything of
I
substance.
let you
You're
talk.
just talking
I let
shit
you
and
go
moving
on and on.
No,
Okay.
you didn't
All
let
right.
me talk. I'm calling your bluff, P-Mars.
You're so emotional.
Just because you project something doesn't make it so. It's a lazy fucking projection.
Yeah, and you can't handle anyone criticizing you.
I just handled it by calling out the fact that it's a projection, you stupid fuck.
Well, you got really emotional and freaked out.
It's not emotional. I'm calling you a stupid fuck because you are a stupid fuck. If you have a problem with the baritone of my voice and the intensity of my voice, maybe you should fucking get some supplements and raise your
I can't wait till I go to the gym. These people are fucking crazy. You ruined the conversation with your word salad, you fucking lazy. He totally ruins the conversation with his word salad shit. No one knows how to talk to his insanity. Fucking idiots. It's just like Hitch's panel. You
to fucking record that and up.
Yeah, I am. I'm making fun of you.
Cool. Awesome. And then when you are, I'll go onto YouTube and comment on it.
Well, that's
With all
my
your
audience.
stupid ass videos in there.
Do you guys agree that this Soul Diver guy is an idiot word salad artist? Do you agree?
Are
with
you a
me,
flat
or do you
earther
agree
too,
with
or is that just like a bluff on your?
One in the chat if you think I'm right
Is the
about
Earth
Soul
flat, bro?
Diver.
Is the Earth flat, P-Mars?
No. Do you think
What
it's
is it?
flat? It's a sphere.
Okay. I'm just making sure. Making sure you're not
You
a
got-
flat
you
earther.
gotta make sure
That's why I
the Earth
asked
is a
you.
sphere. I
What's that?
considered the Earth might be flat because we live in a scientific dictatorship and they're using science to control how we think. Science is just...
So you're postulating that it could be flat,
I'm not
or that
postulating.
it could not put, or that it might not be round. What are you saying?
I'm saying that science is used. Flat earthers are right about some things, like the Earth isn't flat, but science is used to manipulate and control people.
Yeah, that's not indicative of being a flat earther. That just means someone's pointing out some issue in regards to science. I point out many of those issues. Scientific method is a huge one.
Good for you.
Yeah, I guess so, right?
Uh, 2253. I don't feel comfortable about this one. Ugh. Whatever. God. That was a scary board.
Just be very careful if you want to make an enemy out of me, P-Mars. Because if you start,
I don't know what you were
if you
saying,
start
so don't
broadcasting, a mischaracterization of me online, rest assured I will embarrass you. I will humiliate you in front of everybody.
I doubt you could embarrass me any worse than I've embarrassed
I've already
myself.
embarrassed you, but I'm telling you, I will devote time to exposing you.
You're talking to
and
a
you will
guy
not, and I'm telling you, you will
sucked a
not
banana's
appreciate
dick
it if you
live.
if you tempt that, you will not appreciate the results. So think very fucking wisely about your next moves.
I mean,
because you don't know who I am, and you don't know what I'm capable of. And if you really
don't
want to
care.
fucking bark up that tree,
P-Mars
I will
can be a
answer the
dick, but
call.
For the most part, he's fine.
I'll fight you. I don't care.
Knockout.
That's your choice. That's your choice. I'm telling you though.
I like to scrap. You know what I'm
Map
saying?
it out. Yeah, I can see that. You're just not equipped.
All right, we'll see.
Okay, it's your move. That's what I'm telling you. You do what you got to do, bro.
Listen, P Mars is a bored cunt who lives at home, fucking sits around all day. He'll do it. Keep pushing him. Alright? That's why I don't bother with all this shit.
I have unlimited
Yeah.
time and
Also a
resources.
tip: learn how to make a fucking video where you understand how to separate the fucking.
I don't
audio
have a
from the
family.
voices.
I have unlimited time and resources. Yeah, you better make an enemy out of me. That's a good idea. You're a smart guy.
Bro, there's nothing that you can do. You have no faculties in which to rely on. So when you say resources,
You two fighting is funny.
Thanks, bro. I'm trying.
now he decided to just open his mouth one day, and he's never let off. Because it's exactly as Ashley stated. He's just a loudmouth punk.
No, I
He
guess.
wants to just seek attention, and every time I come in here and start talking about something that doesn't jive with his point of view, he has to fucking spurg out and start fixating.
It's because you're pretentious, and that really annoys me.
See, there you go. So psychogenic fallacy. I'm pretentious. Psychogenic fallacy. Cool. Wanna see some
Psychogenic
very-
fallacy. I hate pretentious people, dude. I fucking hate them. Like, debate Jim Panda's Discord, it's just all pretentious people. They're so fucking pretentious, and they're all idiots, too. Every one of them. Every single one of them. I'm not really a coward, Jed. I'm many things. An incel, a loser, can't get a girlfriend, I don't know. Can't socialize, socially retarded. I don't know, there's a lot of negative shit about me. I freak out, I get angry and freak out sometimes. At least I don't hit people, but yeah, I'm not a coward. 100% not a coward.
Where's my fucking pet? I've got a pet spider that runs around the place now.
It reminds me of Mr. Captain Proton. He had a pet spider. He used to talk to him back in the day. 9/11 Truth.
I called it Spiritus, man. After Spiritus.
He was a fucking pilot, so when I started getting into Flat Earth, I asked him about the Flat Earth, and he got really pissed off at me. He's like, fucking hey, it's not flat. Enough with that shit. And I've never seen him get mad ever before. I was like, holy shit.
I do sound overs for my spider in Spiritus' voice. So like he'll come out and he goes, I told you you'll still be hot. I want peace and quiet behind the fridge. You know, shit like that. I just do shit like that. Just keep myself entertained. And it's only fucking at least it's bigger than my hand and it's still a fucking baby. Wait till it gets hey, I can't. People will see this big fucking giant spider on the just be freaking out.
You leave those spiders alone, sir.
Oh yeah, no, it's cool, man. I've named him. Fucking
Jed is so desperate for me to go on this fucking hangout.
Stay out of his way, sir.
One outside and like that one was
So Jesus
they
Christ,
can't
Jed.
kill you, man. That's what.
It's like he's
That
fucking
spider
trying
is
to
in
date
full
me here. He's like asking
synchrony
me
with
out
natural law, so
constantly.
let him proceed on his merry way.
Yo, Grizzly,
Yeah,
Liam
yeah.
wants you to unmute him.
Who?
Liam wants you to unmute him.
Liam, who's that?
American chauvinist.
Mercy and mercy.
Oh, no,
man.
yeah. Oh, yeah, he's been muted for long enough, yeah, fair enough.
Don't punish people like that, Grizz, man. Let him talk.
No, he was trolling earlier, so I had to mute. I forgot to unmute him. I apologize.
No, you don't have to apologise, bro. It's your room, man.
Yeah, no, I wanted to
do you want?
mute him after 5 minutes, but I just forgot completely.
Me and Grizzly used to fight over muting, but now we get along better, it seems.
Oh,
Well, I'm glad you
happens,
don't pick on me about it. Fuck's sake, man.
I really don't like being silenced. It's fucking annoys me. Especially.
I really don't like being singled out and picked on, P-Mars, for nothing.
you
right?
banned
So everyone
me.
has their thing, you know what I'm saying?
If you didn't ban me, there'd be no
Vlad, you're
problem.
part of a scientific dictatorship, man. He's the resistant.
I get banned so much, it's just fucking annoying.
Well, maybe don't single out the fucking admin. You know what I mean? And it's fucking
Yeah, well, you know what? You know what? Every server or tribe needs someone who will question authority. I fulfill
That's
a
fine.
valuable
I'm not an authority,
niche
man. I just
in the
respect
tribe
knowledge.
by saying not being afraid of these fucking moderators or admins. And I don't want to say the truth to
No,
the
that's
admin
good.
because
You
I
can
might
be
get in
like that,
trouble.
but I'm not challenging
You want to surround yourself with yes men? They're fucking yes men are useless.
No, I know, dude. I agree with you. What I'm saying is, I'm not even challenging you. I don't have a beef or argue with you. That's why I don't get why you do it to me. I'm like thinking, what the fuck? What's wrong? Maybe he's just used to this from other people.
Cause you banned me. What? You banned me.
Yeah, I banned you after you fucking harassed me, man. Yeah, fucking oath. Like, you keep doing it, and I'm like, fuck. And then you
I was
DM me,
trying to
fucking
help
fucking
you
oath.
make
Have
your
you
server.
taken
Your server was all
DM
fucked
me?
up, and I was trying to
I don't know
help
what to
you,
say.
and you wouldn't listen to me. And I was just like, it was like, I wasn't harassing you. I was trying to help you make your Discord not suck, but you wouldn't listen to me, and that's why it died.
Well,
Hey,
you know,
he was helping you, Vlad.
He was what?
I was, dude. He had his Discord set up where he gave everyone moderator, and they were just spam muting each other. So you'd be sitting there, and you'd have to spam unmute yourself to even say anything. It was so retarded, and like he couldn't understand that. It's like his skull is like a fucking foot thick or something. Like I don't. It was. I thought it was obvious. There was an issue, but like it took like a week for him to understand it.
Say the issue. They let me. I don't
You
know
just
what-
ignore me. You're like, oh, who cares about PMARS? He's a troll. I'm smarter than him. I'll just ignore everything he
PMARS,
says
you know
and
what-
ban
you
him.
never-
No, I've banned PMARS. There's no problem. I'm
Well,
Vlad.
you
Why is
forgot that.
PMARS
Oh,
mad
I
at me?
see.
I don't know. Jeez.
You never mention any of that. That's what I'm saying to you, dude. That's so. How will I know? That's what the problem is. If you don't mention it.
Oh, okay.
But you're just quick to call me names. That's what I'm saying. And I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't even, dude. For one, I didn't even ban you from here before. There are other people who did. And you go, yes, you did. I go, all right. What did Discord tell you? Did they? Because they don't tell anyone. Okay, so I didn't ban you. Number one, and I went in there and unbanned you, and then you said change the link. You know what? I didn't do it because Mish did all that shit. Mish
Alright,
changed
whatever,
the whole
dude.
server,
Whatever.
right?
We can get along. Just don't ban me. It's what they're
Why
about.
can't
so
we be friends?
And I'm only on my phone, right? So I'm not on a PC.
All right, it's okay, dude. Whatever. I won't bother you
All right.
anymore. I'll try.
Mars, you
I'll try not
insulted
to.
Vlad, man. Why?
Because I was just mad he banned me.
I didn't ban you though.
Well, I didn't know that. I
That's
thought
good.
it was your server, and I got
Yeah,
banned from
no.
it.
I didn't do that. I didn't even know, man. Like you understand? It was like this before, but with different people doing the admin and mods and shit. So it's all changed now. So that won't happen again. All right.
That's why,
You
like,
have to worry.
Kale is like the only person I respect to run a Discord server.
Kale's the
'cause
boss.
They
Well,
treat
Kale
people.
and Hallie-
Kale will treat
Just
people
remember that it's-
fairly. These
Dude, I can't
everyone,
even unmute
you
people
people are
in
like
this
high
room. I don't
school.
have that
You
power
people
anymore.
are high school kids. You form these cliques, and it's all this
Grizzly,
nepotism
you
shit.
gotta
and It's
ask
so
all them, man. They're all the bosses now.
it's so dumb. Why am I
The
getting?
reason they're bosses is because they took me in their server, right? They gave I brought people in, and now that went down. So what? You know what? Fucking take this server. If this one goes down, guess what? I don't fuck. It's great. I don't give a shit. It was a stagnant, dead ass server. You seen it, PMARS, bro? Fuck it.
Well, why is PMAD muted now?
Yeah, don't mute him, man.
Someone muted him.
I wouldn't mute him. I can't even unmute people in here, man. I don't.
They're trolling me.
I don't. Maybe I can mute you. Yeah, I can mute you and unmute you in here. Yeah, I can. But I can't unmute you if you've been muted by, say, Grizz or something.
Yeah, I only mute cruel people, dude. I'll be honest with you. So if you're
Yeah,
not
I
cruel,
can't
you're
unmute
safe.
them. If you're gonna DM me and ask me to unmute you, if Grizz has muted you,
They're deafening me and shit. Why?
But now he's deafened.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting trolled. But I guess I have unpopular opinions.
Dan, you better not be fucking doing that. I swear, Dan. I know you.
Wait, what?
Don't be muting P Musgrave. It's you.
They're trying to get me to spurg out.
Because you don't like being silenced.
It's okay, it's a good test. It just means you need to control yourself. Welcome the test. Okay, you're growing up, P-Mars. This is a good thing. A little bit of self-control never hurt
Don't worry
you.
about him. I'm fucking.
Thanks, Mom.
Man, I'm getting better.
I think we're all fucking spurgs a little bit. I get pretty emotional.
Definitely.
I've gotten heaps better though. I remember fucking in Hangouts how horrible that was, man, compared to here. Fuck, that was fucked, man.
People deleting entire Hangouts.
Oh, they fucked. It was shit, man. I fucking don't even talk about it, bro.
Hangouts was toxic as fuck, man. Fuck.
You know what it seems like? It seems like you were locked in a federal prison, and this is like a county jail. Do you know what I mean? It's like we've gotten like, you know, we've gone to like day release or something, you know, been let off or something.
Yeah, I was on Hangouts the other day, yeah, and there's this guy called Joan from Gambia, and he's fucking on there fucking sending every pictures of him and his family begging for food and shit, man. And he was asking us for the donations, yeah. Do you know what I've done? I sent him to all fucking I sent him to all Raspect and fucking everyone on fucking YouTube, yeah, to help their black brother out, innit?
Oh, fuck, man.
Oh yeah, because helping him is so out of this world, impossible, isn't it? Oh yeah, why would
He's
you
a
help him?
scammer. He's a scammer, Grizzly. How the fuck's he begging for me? He's begging me for money. Why? He's got a brand new fucking iPhone and the internet. Oh, he's really poor, isn't he?
And yet, when you're walking through King's Cross Station and a white guy who's got a phone asks you for money, I'm sure you'll give him some.
I mean, I don't go to London. So
But but if he's white, he's got a chance of getting some money, right?
he's got more of a chance than if he's black. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
See, Grizz, now you're pushing him, so you can't complain if he bites.
I'm not pushing anyone. It's just like I'm just mentioning it. I'm like, it's not even I'm not trying to offend him or anything. It's just you can just smell. You can just smell the xenophobia all over him, every word out of his mouth.
Look, man,
Scared of everybody apart from white.
I've known him for years, right?
Mother love me long time.
Why do
so
you mute it?
what it is?
Who muted him? Hold on. Who server muted him? Who server muted this guy?
Probably Dan,
an
man.
interest in his country and like his thing, because him, like a lot of people in his country, unfortunately, with his background, feel disenfranchised from the country because of the shit that's happened. And
Yeah,
when
I agree with that. That's 100% agree with that.
They feel that. So
Yeah, I understand that, but they shouldn't. But they should be blaming. I agree, dude. I agree with their gripe. Let's say, yeah. So I fully see it.
Yeah. I do too,
It's just that. It's just that
man,
the.
can you not?
Is it?
Like, can you not see it? Like, I can.
No. I see why they have a gripe, bro. I see why they have a gripe. But for example, imagine there's a man who's fully soaking wet, right? He's fully soaking wet because someone's throwing a bucket of water at him, yeah? There's no point that man saying, yeah, I'm going to go and shoot the fireman spraying the water on the building or something, because that's not the guy that made you wet.
Yeah, ask me who I blame. Ask me who I blame. Don't assume me.
You need to blame the root cause of what you're witnessing, and that's
I'll tell you who I blame. I blame my own people for becoming weak and pathetic, yeah? And if we die out, it's our own fucking... I don't blame anyone else.
No, but in terms of I'm talking about blaming the cause of the problems you're seeing. All the problems you're seeing, I see those problems too, bro. But the cause of those problems is not fucking some Jewish cabal. That's not the cause of it.
The cause of the problem is my own people.
No, partially yes, but the people that are responsible for example, putting the vaccines out, all the other poison, who are responsible for this? It's not the people, is it? Some other people are responsible for... Hold on, so basically, some people are responsible for putting out some shit, and some other people are responsible for accepting the shit. So where does the responsibility go? So for example, let's imagine it's 50-50 for the time being, right? So 50% of the blame is with the idiots who accepted it, like what you're saying, and some of the responsibility, maybe 50, is up to people putting the shit out there in the first place. So it's kind of half and half. But the half that I'm talking about, you say it's the Jews' fault.
No, I don't. Wait.
You're talking about, I agree with.
Hold up. I don't necessarily think it's just Jews, right? recently, when I was on mute, you were talking about something that I recently found out about, right? The Venetians and the War of the League of Cambrai and stuff, right? And I've only recently found out of it, so I haven't really done that much research into it. So I need to do some more research. Yeah, man. Before it was the Jews, a couple of months ago I was doing that, but like I say, a couple months ago I found out about this the War of the League of Cambrai and Venetia.
If you do some more research, what you're going to realize is that the Roman Empire never died. It just split up, changed name, and went all over
And
the
it
world.
basically went from my understanding, what I've done so far, the Venetians went from there to Holland, right? And then from Holland, they ended up in the city of London. And is it William III come from Holland and started the Bank of England? And that's how it went to England. So I haven't done enough.
That's only, bro. And you're only talking about, like, think of imagine we're talking about the car world. You just gave me a really quick history of BMW. Now, I can give you a quick history of Ferrari, VW, Lamborghini. Now, all these other families went in different locations. Some of them went into the Middle East, some of them went to South America, some of them went to Australia. They went all over the world because they had this ideology, they had this plan to fucking enslave the world. And that was hatched back in Roman days.
Yeah, but as I say, like, if I've only just started looking, expected to know everything.
No, fair enough. But if you look into people like the Flavians, is probably where the shit starts.
Can you send me some link?
Just look up Flavians. It's like this whole book, this mountain. Bro, if I read a book on the Flavians starting today and for the rest of my life, I wouldn't read through all of them.
What are they called? The Flavians?
Flavians, yeah, like flavor. Flavians.
Oh, flavor.
The Flavians are named after Flavius Josephus, who was a Jew.
Oh, well, okay, I've heard of him before. They basically, some people say that Titus Fallacius was Jesus Christ, isn't it?
No, the point is these people are the ones who wrote the whole Jesus myth. So these people were very intelligent, very smart. So they knew ahead of time how to manage the population, how to pacify the fucking serfs. So they made up a Jesus myth, a religion, and then they realized we have to do several of them. We have to give them the opportunity to choose, make them feel free. And they gave the world all these religions. They literally wrote them all. They got their best authors and say, look, guys, we need a really interesting story to sell to these idiots. Okay?
Yeah, so
and then they.
Flavius Josephus was a Jew.
There was no such thing as being a Jew in those days.
So there's a book that Titus Fallacius wrote called The Jews.
There was this piece of land called Judea. In Judea, right?
They don't, bro. You have to understand, the people that are doing all this, all these Roman emperors, all these nobility people, they don't care about race. They made all that shit up for people to care about. The slaves, they want the slaves to kill each other because one is white, one is black. But they themselves know it's stupid to do such a thing. Okay? So they gave all these false stories to the people. Now we're stuck swallowing them and regurgitating them and throwing them at each other. When in actual fact it matters. It's irrelevant what skin color you got or which genes you got. It's irrelevant to anything.
Wait, Grizzly, I have a question though. Do you really believe that the Romans were going to be like, okay, let's tell the fucking people of the fucking empire to go follow this Jewish guy named Jesus? Yeah, right. It was the Jews, man.
No, bro. They created a bunch of. If you look at the Council of Nicaea, for example, they created a bunch of different narratives with a specific intention of creating willful slavery. So their aim was to get everyone to accept their slavery, because before the Council of Nicaea, if you look at that 500 years
exactly.
before that,
was 800.
There were constant rebellions. People were like, I don't want this.
100 years later.
No, but wait a minute. But before the Council of Nicaea, there were constant rebellions, constant fight back, constant revolutions. I mean, we don't want to live like slaves anymore. And because they were growing the amount of slaves, because the commerce was growing, they were having more slaves and more rebellion. They're like, shit, this is unsustainable. So they had to create a really elegant story to convince the majority of the slaves that their role is worthy and that they're good and that they should pay Caesar what is Caesar's. Okay?
At that time...
So hold on. So they created all this bullshit and said, pay Caesar what is Caesar's, love your government, circumcise your children, blah, 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 blah. Basically make them fully abused and enslaved. All right? And over time, they all accepted it. So now you've got severe Stockholm syndrome, bro.
At that time, the name Christian, to be a Christian, was like a dirty word. It was like calling somebody the N-word. And then they amalgamated the different religions under one roof. And
yeah, so they created a bunch of stories just elegantly to get everyone to fucking accept their chains. That's why religions exist. And the reason why the state exists, with the government, is for all the people that don't want to follow religion. They want to say, fuck religion, I don't believe in God, I don't want God, nothing to do with me. Fair enough. Well, there's your government, sir. So you got the church and you got the
See, man,
state,
he's
and
talking-
that's how
he's
they did
talking
it.
about a Jewish plot, but he won't name the.
But when wait a minute, but when the shit all started, there was no such thing as a Jew, bro. There was no such thing as a Jew in the Ming Dynasty.
Okay.
Dude,
What are
in
you
the
talking
Ming,
about,
bro, in the
man?
Ming,
The
bro.
state,
Let me
the
ask you a question, bro.
church,
In the Ming
Grizzly,
Dynasty, dude.
Grizzly,
Dude, in the
I'll
Ming
explain
Dynasty.
to you. A long time ago, there was the Kingdom of Israel. It split into two.
Let me ask you a question, bro. Can I ask you a simple question?
Israel fell, Judah lasted, and then Judah became Judea. And that's where the
Okay,
Jews.
and let me ask you a simple question. Where were the Jews? Let me ask you a simple question. Where were the Jews in the Ming Dynasty? So when the Ming Dynasty was on in China, where were the Jews? What were they doing?
They were building the terracotta army.
Because you have to understand what the true natural history. I.e., where did people even come from? Like, where do you think human beings even fucking came out from, bro? Do you think they crawled out of caves because they were monkeys? Is that what you think? Okay, so if we go back 100, what about 100,000 years ago, dude? What about 100,000 years ago? Where were the Jews then?
Well, what the fuck does what happened 100,000 years ago have to do with what the Jews did in the first and two-third centuries?
I'm just trying to explain to you that the concept of a Jew only come around recently, and all this shit has been going on before the existence of Jews.
Well, I mean, but back in the first century AD, they were calling Jesus the King of the Jews, man. So there were
Okay,
Jews.
and what about 100,000 years ago? Were there any Jews then?
Oh my God, no.
No, the answer is
Okay, wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, there weren't any Jews then. What about 99,000 years ago? Were they around then?
Oh my God, no.
99,000.
So how many years? How many number? So if I go
Their
from,
ancestors were.
hold on, who unmuted you? 1 second, I'm on chocolate. Let me just mute this.
How is that relevant?
Bang. Okay, so how many? Hold on. So how far do I have to go from 99 down to what number do I have to go for you to say, oh yeah, Jews were around? After 1,000 years ago, were they around? Yes, you said. 2,000? Yes, you said. 3,000? Yes, you said. So 4,000. What about 4,000 years ago? Were they around 4,000 years ago?
See,
Well,
this guy is a goy
So my point, bro. Can you see the point I'm trying to make? Is
he wants to talk about what happened in 100,000
bro, you're not understanding my point, bro. You're not understanding my point. Bro, you're not understanding my point. The concept of a Jew came around, right, at some point, right? But the point we're talking about of slavery, of using people, in populations, kings, or nobility, all of that was happening before. All of that was happening anyway.
The origin of Christianity, and then you started talking about the Council of Nicaea, which happened like 300 years later.
If there was zero Jews, if there was zero Jews in the world today, you still have all the slavery, you still have all the problems you have today. If there was zero Jews, well, do you know why I know that?
If
do you know why I know that?
Existed, there wouldn't be Christianity, there wouldn't be Islam, and there wouldn't be Judaism, and there wouldn't be Mormonism, and we wouldn't have the elders of Zion or 9/11 or fucking Israel.
Bro, if you don't continue, if you don't stop trolling, you're gonna get muted. Okay.
Bro, I can mute my own account, faggot, and I can mute your account back.
Okay, cool. No problem.
I told you! I fucking told you!
Dan, relax. Fuck's sake. Don't mute him back, you idiot. Don't, Dan.
Yeah, man, this idiots just, what can you do? They don't know anything. They don't know anything, and they don't want to know anything. But they think they know everything.
He fucking keeps moving.
Yeah, I'm gonna deal with him anyway. Yeah, let me just.
Oh, Dan left the call and keeps doing it.
Right, can you sort this guy out, please?
This is a fucking nightmare. What is this shit? And you wonder why P-Bars just made that comment about people fucking muting each other.
Can you take off the rights of this camera? It's taking this.
Like it literally is being proved right now.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Can you want me Trojan
Grizz
lights?
is being muted over and over again and moved and like.
Ozzy, can you take off his rights, please? Yeah.
That's how Ozzy's server was before.
It's pretty clear that's true right now.
That won't happen again.
It's kind of funny to watch the little red dots go on. Boy. Yeah, okay, let's not keep rehashing this. I just thought I'd bring up the point and laugh about it. Let's not keep going over it like some
Wait. What do you think of everyone was? What are you on about? You're chatting shit.
It's no big deal.
This guy is a fucking Jew and I busted him.
Oh my god, he's not a Jew. You're a towel. No, you're a towel. You're a towel.
Wait. So what?
I think that return guy. I mean, I think he was abused by his daddy or something. Yeah,
Come on. People got like soft spots and pressure.
So the people.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, his asshole was pretty soft. His daddy was fucking.
Oh my god, Grizzly.
So what were they called before the Jews then? Grizzly.
That was Egyptian.
Sorry, what was that, mate?
Before the Jews, what were these people?
Before the Jews, they were just people living in the area, not calling themselves Jews, but calling themselves something else.
Indo-Aryan.
And then at one point, some people started calling them Jews. And they said, "Oh, look at their nose, look at their strange hair." But before that, they weren't called Jews. In another 50,000 years, they're going to be called something else. I.e., it's irrelevant what they're called. It's just trans.
Which was?
It's completely irrelevant what the name you give them, bro.
No, it's relevant. It's relevant.
It's like what did you call? Like, what did you call the grizzly bears that lived 1,000 years ago? It doesn't matter. They're grizzly bears now. They were grizzly bears 1,000.
It's relevant if you want to look into it.
It doesn't matter because the point is the wrongdoing that people do isn't done by race. There are races who do wrongdoing who aren't Jews. There are people who are Jews who aren't doing wrongdoing.
It's
not about your race.
Psychopaths. That's the problem. Is psychopaths are obsessed with power and control, and they tend to rise to the top in the societies. And there's like 1% of people are psychopaths or something like that. So yeah, it's not like Jews or blacks or Muslims.
Yeah, so before we had Jews, there was immorality, and now we have immorality. It's not because the Jews come along that we
human nature.
It's not human nature to be this way. It's human conditioning that's made us. Human nature is good, and human conditioning is not good.
Do you think there was advanced technology in the past, Grizzly, that got lost?
Yeah, I think there was so-called technology, and in terms of it being advanced, yes, a lot better than this.
Mic check. Stupid mic game faggot.
Hey.
Hey, definitely not Cal.
Who's Ashley? Can I talk to you?
Yeah. Just call me or something.
Just call him Dink. Call him Dink.
That
Works
stuff's
for you. As long as it doesn't hurt
yeah, that
anyone
stuff's
else,
only
I don't see any harm.
yeah, that
Wait,
stuff's only
but it's sorry, I have to interrupt. That's very natural. I mean, I remember during my high school years, I was like 17 and my feet stopped growing, like the not obviously the legs, but the bottom part, the feet. And back in the day, I bought these American big rigs. It was also very hard back in the 90s in Eastern Europe to get American stuff.